What's up, everybody? It's Friday. I hope y'all enjoying y'all week, y'all coming up weekend. Happy Juneteenth for those who celebrate it. Uh, it's been kind of noisy in the Cowboys land, but the number one thing that people have been talking about for the past day or so, the abrupt cancellation of Minicamp. Now, I was going to talk about that, but a lot of these fan base, the media, they're still talking about Cowboys have a chance to go to the Super Bowl this year. That deadly word, something that the Cowboys haven't been associated with in the past 31 years. That name Super Bowl. Hell, forget the Super Bowl. The Cowboys have even got past the divisional round. Try that first before you even talk about Super Bowl or even NFC Championship game. Because they both do not go hand in hand, especially how this team is set up right now. I, for one, what's up, Crap Cowboy? How you doing, man? Man, I'm just trying to figure out why. What's the real reason why the Cowboys canceled their minicamp? Because okay, I can understand if the Cowboys just say they were like any of them teams. You too, man. Hope you have a good weekend, man. Stay safe. But I'm like, if the Cowboys were like Seattle, Houston, the Patriots, the Rams, Eagles, anybody that made the playoffs last year, I can understand that the Cowboys they say, yeah, we're gonna cancel minicamp because they already have a good coaching staff in place. They already know the offense and the defensive scheme. They know the schemes have been there for several years for the past several years, but this right here is not the case. You still dealing with a second year head coach who still is trying to learn the system himself. I'm talking about far as offense, defense, special teams. Um, what players' tendencies, what their pros, what their cons, how to deal with the general manager, and then at the same time, you also dealing with a first-time defensive coordinator who never called any type of defensive plays. Yeah, he may have coached the secondary, but coaching a certain position versus um, knowing the X and the O's of a defensive scheme to try to stop the other teams from coming at you, that's a totally different beast. And but like I said, but the question is, why did the Cowboys just end minicamp? Why? It's because they want to go Greek dancing again. Are they doing putt golf? Or not putt golf, maybe top golf. I've been hearing Dak Prescott, telling Quentin Williams that he can get him to the playoffs, but he got to help him get there. Blah blah blah. There, I seen some media talking about Pickens showing up to minicamp. That because he didn't want to get fined. That he got to be on his best behavior if he expecting to get a huge contract. Maybe not with this team, but maybe with somebody else. I don't know. I mean, there is still too much on this team that they have to do. Cause especially on defense. Yeah, I'm like everybody else. I've seen the still photos. I've seen individual tape of certain players. Yeah, I've seen Christian Parker talking to different players, trying to encourage them, telling them what he's looking for and what scheme, da da da. Okay, we've seen all that. But you would never in your life hear Jimmy Johnson, Tom Landry, Parcells, um, hell, let's go with the other head coaches from the past. Not just the one for the Cowboys, but uh, Holmgren, Reed. You would never hear them saying that they're going to cancel minicamp. Now, is that is that a Jerry Jones thing, or was that a Scotty thing? I see we got a troll on here. So, but my thing is, I don't understand the concept of why. I mean, you got 5 weeks for the players to take a trip, spend time with the family, whatever. I don't get it. I don't get it because when training camp get here, it's going to be very, very soft. There's not going to be no hitting. Only thing they're going to hit is the bags. They're not. They're not going to be trying to, I guess, physically hurt themselves in training camp. But football, football condition versus just running around in shorts condition is totally different. And you know that the Cowboys are not going to play any of their starters in the preseason. They really need to play at least a quarter or, or 2 quarters just to get that football feel. Besides just going back and throwing the ball or just running routes. Like I said, I know I was looking at one of the four letters shows, and all you hear is talking about the Cowboys have a chance. Cowboys gonna surprise a lot of people. Again, I hoping I'm wrong. Oh, I hoping I'm wrong, but I don't see it. I don't. You still, I mean, you still got too many. For me, I can't speak for nobody else, but for me, you still got way too many questions about this team. I mean, not just the defense itself, but the offensive line, the tackle position. What you got confidence that Tyler Goddard is going to uh, the light bulbs is going to turn on all of a sudden, and he's going to become that that Tyron Smith replacement? Still, the only reason why I'm still here because Cowboys don't have no competition for him on that side. I still got a question about the running game. Um, Receivers. My question is the person who could be throwing the ball. This is a question I've been having about him for the past 9 years. Will he be able to not just against bad teams, but against good teams? Can he? I'm talking about number 4. Can he step up to that person who we think, or some people think he is, or thought he was? I don't. For me, the answer is still no. The Cowboys brass screwed that up in 2017 when they tried to make him more than what he really is, just a Mississippi State bus driver. On defense, who's going to be the pass rushers? Who's going to be the green dot? Do you have confidence that the secondary is going to step up? What's up, man?
Hey man, how you doing, man? I didn't know you was gonna go.
Doing fine, man.
Uh, good. I'm glad everything's okay. It's been a while since we've done a live, man.
Yeah, man. I put the link.
Yeah,
Everybody. So I don't know if everybody got time or not, but
yeah.
man,
Can you talk?
I'm
Can
still
you talk?
amazed at how the Cowboys just ended minicamp the way they did.
Oh yeah, what's going on? Because to be perfectly honest, I have not followed it at all. I've been slammed with work, but I mean, so catch me up, man. What's going on?
Good, really. I'm kind of the same way. I've been
Yeah,
looking from afar. I
yeah,
really haven't been putting a lot of energy with this off season.
yeah, yeah.
Like I said, I'm like everybody else, just see what's going to happen during the no during training camp. But
Is it right now OTAs or what's what are they doing right now?
now, okay, I know in the past they normally have at least 2 mini camps,
Uh
if
huh.
I'm not mistaken.
Uh huh.
They have the rookies and they have the veterans.
Yeah.
But I heard more about OTAs than I have the minicamp, and this minicamp really we were supposed to be in have a lot of some of the answers to the question about uh, Christian Parker defense.
Yeah, but I mean, but you know how it is, man. I mean, he probably is. I mean, just testing things out right now. I mean, I don't think I wouldn't put any stock into the defensive scheme he's running right now. I don't know what he is running, but
I don't either. What's up, Savage?
What's
hey,
up?
Simon,
What's up? What's up, everybody?
good man. How
Yeah,
you doing?
man.
Same shit, different
Yeah,
things. I'm
yeah.
just so I'm not good.
Oh no, go ahead, man.
No, I'm just like I'm not even paying attention, man. That's like I'm just so distant. I could care less.
I'm
Uh,
the same way, dude.
I could care less. I truly could care. I changed my whole background
Yeah.
on my studio. I took all the cowboy shit down. I'm just,
Okay.
especially like, yo,
Yeah.
this team sucks.
Straight
And it's
up.
a mandatory minicamp, and he cancels the last fucking day. Like, are you
That's the
kidding?
I
Wait,
mean,
wait, wait, wait. What happened?
that's the question.
Wait. What happened? He can't. Who canceled the
He
last day? Schottenheimer or who? Parker?
Schottenheimer, he should be
So
fired. I just probably put Christian Parker as the
what
head
about?
coach.
Because to be perfectly honest, I mean, I've just if you think you've been distant, I know just about dick about anything that's been going on because I've been so busy. But
Yeah.
what's going on exactly? So like he canceled what exactly? I'm trying to
The
understand.
last day of mandatory minicamp, he canceled it. Like, are you fuck? Tom Landry's turning over in his grave. Like, yo, I can see if this fucking team went 18-0, won a Super Bowl. They
Right.
suck. They suck.
Exactly. Exactly.
What
I
was
said the same thing earlier.
what
I
was his
said the Cowboys were like any of the playoff team from last year. I can understand that. Or if they had the offense and defensive scheme that been here for like several years, yes. But you're dealing with a second year head coach and a first year defensive coordinator who had never called plays before, and you want to cancel minicamp?
And
what was
he
the
had an
logic behind it?
excuse. He had an
What was his,
excuse.
that's what I was
His
about to
ex-
ask. What was his reasoning?
his excuse was the less stress I put you under now on your body and stuff, the fresher you'll be for the season. When it's absolutely the opposite.
But bro,
It's the opposite.
that's the same logic as don't play in the preseason. Same exact logic.
Yeah, exactly. There was like, and I'm not saying he's the greatest coach ever, but it was Dan Campbell's first year with the Lions,
Yeah,
and they were in training camp in the summer.
yeah.
And he's like, listen, guys, I know you're looking at me like I'm fucking crazy making you wear these pads, but it's been proven the more we hit, the better we're going to be, the less injuries we're going to be. So please believe me. And
You,
that was his first year with the Lions, and he's telling that.
yeah,
And
you gotta
that's
get
why
guys
you,
used to getting hit. You have to get guys used to getting hit.
yeah, and like that's why you see so many injuries throughout the league the first couple of weeks, and
Yeah,
it's such sloppy football.
absolutely. But it's listen, man. This doesn't surprise. It really. I mean, unless you've just been living under a rock, quite frankly, this shouldn't surprise nobody.
No, no, no,
It shouldn't.
no.
I mean, unless you're just frankly just blind to who this guy is. I told it from the beginning that he's not a head coach, man. He's
He,
a puppet for Dak and for Jerry. I've said it from
he,
the get go.
he wants to be their friends more
Yeah,
than
yeah. It's a different thing. I mean, altogether, I knew this guy is not a proper coach, man. I knew it from the beginning just by the way he got hired. I'm like, there's no way that they didn't even have this guy on their radar. I'm willing to bet.
no,
He just was
nobody.
there. So I mean, this shouldn't surprise anybody.
And they're just wearing helmets and shorts
And
and
George,
jerseys. That's it. So you know what I would have done? I would have said, listen, we're not going to practice, but we're going to see who's taking the offseason serious. We're going to run guesses to see who's the last one standing. That's
but
it. And then, so we'll be out here an hour and the day will be over. We're going to
yeah,
run guesses to see who's the last one.
but the
And then
fact
that's it. Your
that,
day's over.
but listen, man, the fact that an NFL head coach, and this again doesn't surprise me, Dick, at all. He's coming out and literally saying, "Oh, we want to take it easy now for the season." That's
It's the
that is
opposite.
the most counterintuitive, fucking stupid thing. You're supposed to prepare hard now in order to prepare for it's that doesn't.
No, exactly. You play like you practice. And
Exactly.
then they were trying to make a big deal about Malachi Lawrence
What about him?
almost getting a sack in shorts.
What
Sleeves,
the hell?
yo,
Almost.
they were blowing it up. Like I'm
Of
like, yo,
course they will. Of
that's it. I
course they will.
can't.
Of course they will.
I can't. In shorts, jerseys, and helmets. He
That's the thing, man.
almost like,
Bro, our fans will cling to any fucking thing to get
yeah.
hyped. Like straight,
You,
like I mean, this guy could be like he could put laundry detergent properly in his fucking washing machine, and he'll be like, "Oh, look, he didn't spill the laundry." I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? He
uh,
almost got even if he got a sack in minicamp. What does it have to do with their games?
Sean,
Okay,
I'm
good for
so
him. Good
distant.
for him. The
I'm
kid's
so
probably going to be a
distant.
backup. The kid's probably going to be a backup in the season.
Yeah, well, they didn't bring Rashawn Gary for nothing. I'd rather see Rashawn Gary when Rashawn Gary's healthy. I'd rather see him an outside linebacker. I am so distant. I even forget what's our kicker's name. I forgot our kicker.
Aubrey,
What the
Aubrey, Aubrey.
Aubrey? All right, and all the fucking all the Tackaronis say what was our offense ranked last year? What was it?
Like in
Because
I,
overall,
I
like
just know the top five. That's all I know. They're top five.
okay, so
Yards
overrated.
wise.
It's the most
I'm
overrated bullshit because
okay.
man, we saved them.
But now, okay, that's what I'm getting to. I'm bad with numbers, but the other night I was thinking,
Hmm.
what would our offense have been ranked I know I added up all of Aubrey's field goals equaled 18 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So I'm saying to myself, what
Yeah.
the fuck would this offense have been ranked minus those 18 touchdowns?
Yeah, I agree. It probably, I think they were ranked 15th or 16th in the red zone or something like that. I don't remember. I'll censor those. But it's this number one offense shit is so overrated, man. It's been going on since.
Really, no, what they go by yards. I mean, far
Yeah,
as a ranking like that, they not
yeah.
going by
Not by
total
points.
scoring.
They're not going by
It,
productivity. They're going by yardage and touchdowns and things like that.
it,
That's what they go off of. Because it's
and
been going
really,
on.
it really, really, I care less, especially if you can have over 6,000 yards in total offense, but
Yeah.
if you're less than 40% in the red zone, that's a bad offense.
Yeah.
Champ, we can't get in the red zone.
Yeah,
Think
we're not
about
able to
it.
do it. We're not able to do it.
Everyone's happy that Pickens is here.
Yep.
Everyone's happy because he showed up to fucking work and got paid.
Yep.
So, but what I'm trying to say is, I would rather him not be here because there's not one single team in the NFL that has $200 million wide receivers on their team, and we still need a $500 million quarterback. And granted, the defense was horrendous last year. I'll be the first one to admit that. But that has nothing to do with the offense can't getting past the 50 fucking yard line and having to kick 89-yard field goals.
Yeah. Well, listen, man. I mean, the offense. Again, I keep saying it, man. But this offense is overrated, straight up. They just. It's been going on since Garrett's years, frankly. That they just look at the yardage and they look at, these 4,500 yards and these 30 touchdowns and shit. But then they can't do it when they need to do it. That's been going on for well over 10 years at this point. So it's nothing new. So this number one ranked offense shit is just. It's a waste of my time. I don't want to hear it. I miss.
And you know what? This really is all that number offense is all about the Dallas marketing marketing scheme to try to get people to keep keep the Cowboys
But the thing that's funny to me about that is Jerry Jones can literally go incognito for the next 2 years. His seats will be filled every single game. He could say nothing, and he could just go.
OG went off. I was going to ask him, do he still think that the Cowboys going to beat the Rams?
Oh, we're gonna get skull fucked. Can you picture Donald and Garrett on one side? Can you picture that? And the Rams got Garrett. The Rams fleeced Cleveland for Miles Garrett.
Hey, Fiend JP.
What's happening, Wishman?
What's up, OG?
You on mute.
I bet if you asked our fans who would they rather have, Garrett or Pickens, they would say Pickens.
They would say Pickens for sure. They would say Pickens because it's the problem. But then watch it. Dak fails again this year. They're gonna blame Pickens. Watch and see.
I mean, you know what? We can blame everybody on this team except for who?
Dak.
Number 4. Number 4.
Did you know what he said to Quinn and Williams about the playoff shit?
Yeah. He talking about I'm going to get to the playoffs, but you got to help me.
But you know what he said? I can help you get to the playoffs, not get you to a Super Bowl. He's like, I can help you get to the playoffs. That means the guy knows that he ain't getting us anywhere. Let's be honest. Typically, what a typical Dak answer right now is, "Oh, I'm going to get you to his championship. We're going to be there." You know what I mean? That's his typical PC answer. This guy now is like, "Oh, I can get you to the playoffs. It's okay."
Listen. I could care less because the whole team sucks. Because at the end of the season, when he says, "Well, the way our season record was not indicative of his play," that nobody broke his fucking jaw. They all can go fuck themselves, man.
Savage and Chance. What would have happened if Troy Aikman would have said that?
Charles Haley would have fucking bent him over.
No, you know what? No, he'll been tarred and feathered and hung upside down with his feet down.
That would have been nasty, dog. That would have been nasty, dog.
That's
You know
throwing.
what?
That's,
You know what? It's just like when Tony Romo, when they lost to the Seattle Seahawks, he
Yeah.
talking about if this game if my life ends today, I led a good life. Talking about that the game, how he fumbled the ball.
Yep.
I'm like Romo, you dumb piece of shit.
yeah,
But
fuck him too.
the thing that's crazy though about Dak saying that, like typically this guy takes the PC road, right? I've never heard him just flat out throw his team under the bus like that. Like no matter all the crazy shit that he said, he's typically just Mr. Robotic. I'm just gonna speak and lie and stuff. You know what I mean? But that was just and flatly, it's just fucking not true. So it's just you're just spitting in the face of your teammates. So fuck you.
Yeah.
How does he not get bitch slapped, man?
Because I look at the team as 52, or what is it, 52,
52
53
individuals.
individuals. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
100%.
Yeah. They
100%.
not think it's all about. Yeah, it's all about. They got the star on it. They wear the star on the helmet. It's about glitz and glamour. It's not. It's you know what? It's too many eyes on this team.
It's only eyes on this team. There's not a single team player on the team. It's been this.
I got a good one for you. I did hear this though.
Oh yeah.
Now think about it. We moved up one spot and gave up 2 5th-round picks to draft a safety, and now they want to use him to catch punts.
Man, that's
That was
Like,
the same
are
thing
you
with
fucking
CD,
kidding
right?
me? How about he blows his knee out catching a punt?
But Savage, that was the same thing with CD, man. They was putting him in special teams for his first.
I was flipping out when CD was playing
you
special
remember that
teams.
because they did the same thing with him.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's the purpose of having Turpin there.
Yeah. But even with CD, I can guarantee if this guy was on offense, if Caleb Downs was on offense, they would probably do the end arounds and shit like that, like they're doing with CD. So it's stupid, man. I don't know. This is typical Cowboys right here, man. Shouldn't surprise anybody.
But man, it's like they always. It's like ever since I'm gonna say maybe 2020, maybe a little bit further than that. They always be experimenting, playing players out of positions.
Of course, yeah, that's what they do. They say hocus pocus, you're going to be this now.
To me, you know what? Cause I don't. I still do not trust the cornerbacks. Let Caleb Downs, follow his progression. Stop trying to make him this superstar player like he's going to change the way how everybody plays. Oh, everybody both dropped out. OG.
What up, Sheriff? How you doing? I'm back.
Okay. Yeah, hold on. Somebody else.
Can you hear me, Cap?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
What you want?
Okay, I got a question for you. You still have to answer my question from 2 months ago. Do you think the Rams are going to lose to the Cowboys?
Yeah.
With them getting Myles Garrett.
Oh yeah.
And Darren Donald coming back? You really think? You're crazy if you think he's not coming back. You're crazy.
Why did he come back?
Because he's like, I think he's 30, and 80%, even if he's 80% of Aaron Donald is better than like 70% of the NFL. And imagine, and now you put him and Garrett on the same side. Oh, the Rams are winning the Super Bowl, just as long as they stay healthy.
How long has he been at the league?
2 years, maybe?
Yeah, 2 years.
Maybe
Yes,
3?
yeah, something like that. Yeah, he's still better than anyone we have on defense right now.
Why would he want to come back and out of shape and get hit on constantly getting hit on, constantly getting snaps? I mean, It don't make no
Is it
sense. 17
is it
games.
confirmed that he's back? Is he
It,
actually back, or was that just a rumor? Because I
that's the
heard of
rumor,
him.
but I can see
Yeah,
it. Yo, that guy's never been out of shape a day in his life.
yeah.
He's a
No,
genetic
but
freak.
Traveling,
that guy is a genetic
traveling,
fucking
and
animal,
sitting
man.
at home for man. Come on, man. Don't make no sense. Why would you want to come back? Would risk it, injure yourself, and then a couple of months, then you back home again, nursing an injury, hanging around your family, and your wife saying the same thing over and over. I told you so. I told you so. His wife talking shit to him. Like, why he want to live and go back to? He already got paid. He got his money. So why the hell would he want to come back?
For
No.
another ring,
I don't know.
another
Who knows?
ring.
Who
Man,
knows,
fuck
man?
the
I mean, people's
NFL.
different.
If I retire, I ain't put my body through no more shit. If I got, if I what? If I
Tom
got
Brady
like
did that.
fucking 10, 20 million in the bank, fuck the NFL. Shit, I'm gonna enjoy my money, man. I'm gonna chill out, man. I'm gonna watch it
Tom
from the
Brady did
sideline.
it.
So how many
Tom Brady
sacks
did
is
it to the
Garrett?
point.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say Tom Brady did it, and it resulted in a divorce. So, but his motivation. Who knows what his motivation is? If
But
is he actually gonna come back though? I don't know, but I mean, let's see. I guess
I doubt it. I truly doubt it.
I'd be shocked though. I mean, because I mean, at this point, what's the benefit for him? I don't know, but I mean,
the
maybe
benefit
who
for
knows?
him is who do you double
Because he's
team?
already a champion.
Who do you double
Yes,
team? Miles Garrett or Aaron Donald? Aaron
right.
Donald's with Garrett on that team. Aaron Donald's going to face one on ones.
But even if with just Miles Garrett, the Cowboys are going to get absolutely raped in the ass
Oh
by them.
yeah, he's going to destroy Guyton for like 5 sacks.
1000%. It's going to be a Chad Green situation. It's going to be one of them kind of situations, man. It's going to be bad.
And is it an early game or no?
I have no clue.
Because we all. Oh,
No, it's like towards the end of the season.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, yeah. It's like week 10, past week 10, I think. Our bye isn't the bye week in like week 14 or some shit.
I
The
don't know.
bye week, the bye week is pretty late. I remember correctly. I just don't remember what week it was.
I think only reason why they traded for Gary is to go up against Seattle.
Probably, yeah. But hey,
But
he's out of Cleveland, which means he'll probably win a championship. So
yeah, but you know what? It's still. But you know what? You see all these teams.
yeah,
Their offensive line, defensive
yep,
line.
yep.
They got. I mean, they got players. Cowboys. They got individuals.
Hmm. But just even beyond that, just talent wise, this is not right now a good team, in my opinion, because of. I mean, maybe unless they may prove otherwise, but I mean, people are expecting Caleb Downs to be this, the second coming of fucking, Eric Reed or something, and I'm like, the kid's a rookie, man. How do you expect that from him?
and he's not a big kid. He's not big either. He's not.
But you know
Yeah, I
what?
mean, he may end up being a great player, and
No,
I
absolutely.
I wish that for him. To be honest, I mean, I don't wish anything. I mean, regardless of whether he was a Cowboy or not, I wish the best for him. But I mean,
Yeah.
to expect a rookie to be a Hall of Famer is just ridiculously dumb.
But
I mean, I just think it's dumb.
and you know, crazy it is though. Next year we only have 5 picks, but safety's going to be a need next year too. We need another safety. To be honest, I mean
Yeah,
seriously.
I know we do, but then this defensive line group, man, stinks. This
You
defensive
what?
tackle
Offensive
room
line, defensive
fucking
line.
sucks. Yeah, the defensive tackle room stinks.
Oh yeah. Well, you know
There's
what? Wait, actually, you know what? To be honest, by the Cowboys running a 3-4, you got three defensive linemen right there. I'm sorry, defensive tackles.
yeah, but
Yeah,
we don't.
but are they
Even
actually
though,
running a 3-4?
yeah, they actually going to run a 3-4.
We're gonna Overshown's gonna last one game in a 3-4, running a 3-4. If him playing middle linebacker. Would now I'm just throwing it out there for with a guy that's had a million knee surgeries to navigate through less traffic. Wouldn't it be smarter putting him an outside linebacker in a 3-4? He has to
I would.
navigate through less.
I would.
He's not a 3-4 middle linebacker. He's gonna get. We don't even have 3-4 defensive linemen. We don't. We
But
don't.
we don't have the personnel for it though, man. We don't even have the you don't we don't have the size to run a 3-4 to begin with.
You need
The guy who they picked up from the Chargers.
Yeah.
Uh,
Does he is he big enough? I'm not sure. Maybe
oh
he's
yeah,
big enough.
he's about 340, 330, 340.
Oh shit. Okay, well then.
so he'll
Okay,
be a
then in that
five
case
tech.
maybe. Yeah, he'll probably yeah. Then in
They'll,
that case
they'll
maybe,
probably
but I
put
don't know.
they'll probably put Williams on a zero, but he's not a true zero, in my
Yeah.
Yeah,
opinion. And
because as the because as the depth chart as of right now, they got Clark and Williams as the end, and they got the
Mm,
guy who they picked up from the Chargers. He's a nose tackle.
mm.
oh my
And,
god,
but in a 3-4 defense, uh, the true pass rushers are going to be the outside
outside
linebackers.
linebackers, and
Right.
so we
Yeah.
got
Right. Yeah.
Gary, and
Rashawn,
Ezraku
okay, as of right now,
with a
it's
bad hip.
Rashawn Gary, uh, Elza Raku, Louis Fowl, and Lauren.
But
Yeah.
Ezraku
That
got
fucking
hurt.
is
He
sick.
got a surgery.
He got a
He got
surgery.
a
I was about
hip
to say he got
he
hurt.
got a hip surgery. That's not good. I know people that have had hip surgeries. That shit lingers.
Yeah. Well, right
But
now
that's but
that list of names you just mentioned fucking suck. Straight up. That's not good. That's horrible.
but
I
that's
mean,
but
let's be honest.
that's your lineup for right now. But me
Yeah.
personally, I will try to I will have a four defensive lineman and put
Okay.
the best available players on that front four.
Well, they probably won't do that, but
Oh, they know they're not going to do that. But
yeah, they're probably not going to.
according to them, they supposed to be interchangeable. They're gonna be running 3-4 base, and then I guess when it comes to the like the passing, then
Yeah.
they probably switch to a like a hybrid 4-2-5.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
But
what's the
it's, I
purpose
mean,
of running? Go ahead. I apologize.
I know,
Oh,
sorry, but
say
I was just gonna
again?
say, like, I mean, I was just gonna say, like, I mean, this Christian Parker guy doesn't even know what he's running. Let's be honest, because this guy named every defense in the book, and it's that I'm not as familiar with the schemes and shit like you guys are, but even I know it's completely different personnel for all these different schemes. So how the fuck is supposed to run on that thing?
Because a true 3-4 defense doesn't change on third down.
They
Yeah,
don't.
They're,
yeah, yeah,
they're still
yeah, exactly.
confident to get to the quarterback with their outside linebackers and your
Yeah,
middle
Yeah,
splitzing.
right.
and
So
see, and the way that the linebackers they're making them today. A
Yeah,
lot of them were converted safeties, and they just make him to a linebacker
yeah, well,
yeah.
because
Well,
Bonham,
that's what Dan Quinn did.
they're trying to utilize that speed.
Yeah, well, that's what Dan Quinn did with all the damn different fucking things that he was
Yeah,
doing. So yeah, it's I don't know, man. It's just, I just think that we have a talent, man.
and you know what? All this I'm seeing with Christian Parker, the defense is going to be very similar as far as the aggressiveness. It's going to be
Yeah,
very similar to Dan Quinn.
yeah, they're gonna have to.
yeah. Well, I mean, they're gonna probably have to be, but that's a that's a bad side because I don't. First of all, we can say what we want about Dan Quinn, but this guy is not anywhere close to Dan Quinn, in my opinion. Unless proven otherwise, maybe he might be. But I don't even think this guy knows what the hell he's running. To be honest with you.
Yeah, no, all thing I know how they say, Father, just have to wait and see. I'm not going to talk bad about him because I don't know yet.
Yeah,
Until
exactly.
until
Until we see it on the field, we don't know. So
until I now what I can talk bad about is Shotty. Um, what I can talk bad about is the
Prescott.
talent level they got on defense because
Yeah.
it's a bunch of mix and matches on the defense. I can talk about our tackles on the offensive line is still trash.
A punk ass quarterback. The guy that
Man,
the fans
man,
want to suck his dick over. Let's be honest.
that's one person I'm sick of. I am, man. I am.
Prescott, yeah, man. Listen, man,
Man, you know what?
you gotta treat him like a comedian, man, because the dude just don't take him serious, dude. He is just if you take him serious, he'll drive you crazy.
I mean, cause it's the fucking the front office. They the one that made him like this.
100%. It was the front office and Jason Garrett, man. That's
But
who made
now
him like this.
follow me though. Here, I got a theory that's coming up. Just follow me.
Uh huh.
At the end of July is the supplemental draft, and the
Uh
Texas
huh.
Tech quarterback. It's just he went to Indiana, then he went to Cincinnati, and then he
Yeah.
transferred. He got like 5 million to go to Texas Tech, and
Yeah.
I guess someone dropped a dime on him, and it
Mm.
was he made like 3,000 bets on FanDuel or something or one of those
Yeah.
apps, and he
Yeah.
bet
Yeah.
on his
Yeah.
own
Hey,
team.
guys, take care. I'll be right back. Okay.
So
All
they
right.
basically said that's it, you're out, you're done. So he's
Mm.
gonna enter the supplemental draft. I don't see anyone taking him in round one. But if I see him, if he goes to round two, round three, I definitely see Jerry taking him because the only reason he's gonna take him is it'll create the media zoo 10 times fucking worse than it
Mm.
is in Dallas now. Because
Mm.
whether he throws an interception or a touchdown, they're going to talk about the gambling. The gambling is going to come up. Now, if Cleveland drafted him, they have 99 fucking quarterbacks, but it
Mm.
would be in the news for like a week. But now the
Mm.
Cowboys draft him, and they're gonna be on every news channel even more than normal. So they're gonna say,
Mm.
fuck that pick, and we'll make money by drafting them. That's my theory.
Who
We'll see what happens.
are you talking? Who are you talking about, though? Dak? You're talking. Who are you talking
No,
about?
no, no. It's his quarterback, Brandon Sorsby. He got thrown out of
Mm.
ten. He started at Cincy, went to in no, he started in Indiana, and then he did good at Cincinnati, and then
Yeah.
Texas Tech gave him a big bag. And then the
Uh huh.
gambling came out. He won a
Mm.
lawsuit to play, then they took it, then they reneged it, and he goes, I'm gonna enter the supplemental draft.
Uh
And
huh.
I can see the Joneses throwing a second or a third at him just for all the media hype it will
But
create.
you really think that they would draft a quarterback though to replace Dak? Because I don't see that.
No, no, no. It's not gonna. They're gonna draft him, and fucking Howell is gonna be a janitor somewhere. They'll get
Yeah.
rid of either Howell or
Yeah.
Milton, and right off
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
bat, it'll be like, oh, he's the quarter, he's the next, he's the future in 3 years. I can see
Mhm.
that happening. I can see
I
that.
could say I could see that happening. I mean, but I mean, you said it, and I agree with you that I mean, I could see Dak taking getting another contract, not for 60 million, but for something a little bit less. Just and because the fans are really going to be doing cartwheels if if he takes a team friendly deal, you know what I mean? So, but I don't know. I could see that happening too. We'll see, I guess. But I don't know. I mean, the earliest you can get out of Dak is what 3 years, I think.
2 more years.
I think that's early. 2 more years, yeah. So
Yep.
it's. I mean, but even if you get rid of him after 2 years, you're stuck with his dead money.
Yeah,
So I
because
mean,
yeah, it's because of that stupid ass contract that Jerry signed.
so so regardless whether he's on the team or not, you're stuck with him technically, if you know what I mean. So yeah, you're kind of he's sad as you say it, man. He's Michael Myers, man.
Yeah, you
You
can't
can't get
tell.
rid of him.
I don't know.
And you know
Yeah,
what?
Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger.
You know what? Somebody even brought up on 105 through the fan in Dallas.
Uh,
The question was, uh, would it be possibly that can take a $10 million pay cut
yeah,
like
right.
Jalen Brunson did in basketball to bring in better players so the Cowboys can
It
sign?
ain't it ain't happening, man. It ain't
It's
happening.
not happening.
I would be shocked if it would happen.
Well, they signed Rudy Rudiger with the $10 million. They
Yeah,
don't.
but
They're going.
yeah, exactly. But even if Dak decided, you know what, I'm going to give you $10 million, the Cowboys are not going to get anyone relevant.
Okay,
They're
who
not
want to
going to
read this
make them
comment
decide.
right here?
I
We'll
can't
see.
read it. What does it say? I can't
Okay,
see.
Dallas saying
Yes.
9705. He
Bring
said,
it
"Hey,
on.
hey, I let's just root for the team to win. We all know we have a shit quarterback and owner but at the end of the day, hope for the best, expect the worst.
And
Yeah,
I agree with that. But I listen. We can go. In my for me, we're gonna go 0-17, and but there's no light at the end of the tunnel because we got to hand that pick to the Jets. So no matter how bad we are, that you should that pick is going to the Jets. So, but I
yeah,
agree.
it's no. Listen, you always. I mean, listen. As a fan, expect you want the best, of course, but it's just I don't know. But I mean, for me, I'm just at the point where I'm just like I just don't care anymore about this team, man. Just to
Uh,
be perfectly honest with you, I don't care. I mean, it's like I completely disengaged last year, and I was telling this to champs. I was telling this to Fifth, but I'm just like it used to bother the fucking shit out of me when I would used to miss Cowboy games. Like I would get it, like it would ruin my day. Sometimes. Last year I missed 3/4 of the year. I didn't give two fucks, and I was like, okay. And I was actually happier not watching it, but it's a different thing altogether now. But I'm just honestly, man. Even if they win regular season games, I have no emotion to it. I just don't. I mean, that's unfortunate because I used to be hyped when the team would win, but now I'm just okay.
You know
Moving
what?
on.
Now, for me, football is supposed to be a good distraction from real life.
Sure, yeah. No doubt.
Yeah, because it's of course we all know in the times that we living in right now, it's full of shit. Basically,
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but as a fan of the supposed American team, we we expect that the owner supposed to be every year trying his best to put the best available players on the field. Uh, Hire the best head coach to coach this team, not just have talent and you have a weak ass head coach. That's what they got.
Mhm.
yeah, but champ, I agree with you 1,000%.
Yeah, well, this thing,
And but I also believe in my heart, no good coach wants to come to this team.
nobody wants to. Nobody wants to coach on Jerry
Yeah,
Jones.
I mean,
What
oh
for
yeah,
him to get back there?
let's get to my point. Nobody
Yeah.
wants. That's why I say Jerry keep hiring these weak ass head coaches because
Yep.
if you bring somebody who that would tell the players where to stick it at and how to stick it to,
They'll
I
just
guarantee
line up to Jerry Jones. They'll just run up to
we
Jerry
will
Jones.
we, we will see a better product on the field. Now,
Yeah.
Jerry
Yeah.
do bring at GM he does bring talent. The Cowboys ain't no problem Cowboys getting talent. To me,
Absolutely.
it starts with the head coaching.
Absolutely.
No, and I agree with you, and that shows the Schottenheimer cancel on the last day of a mandatory minicamp when the team sucks, and yet you got a defensive coordinator, a rookie coordinator, trying to install a defense. Ah, nah, fuck.
Mm.
Let's take the day off, guys. We're good. We're good enough. We're good enough to lose the iPads. Yet he's
Pretty much.
trying to install a new defense. The guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a joke. It truly is.
Yeah,
Listen, if
it's
they're
okay.
on TV, great. If they're not, I can give a flying fuck.
Yeah, I
I
could care less. To be honest, I just don't care. It's. I mean, anyway. I mean, last year for one, I was working, so I couldn't even watch games if I wanted to. I didn't give two fucks. This year, I'm also not going to be. I'm going to be working. I'm going to be shooting another project. I could care less. Oh yeah, I'm listening to the games. Who fucking cares? They're going to lose anyway. What does it matter? Like, I mean, it's unfortunate though, man, that I'm like this because I mean, I used to be super passionate, man. It's but yeah, this is what they do to you.
Oh, that's Cowboys corner down saying 9705.
Oh, what's up, Carter? I didn't see what the comment section.
so
Yeah, but it's I don't know, man. I mean, it's just Schottenheimer canceling the last day when it came shouldn't surprise
Man, I
anybody,
mean
man.
that
It
I
shouldn't
mean
surprise anybody.
that's the deal is man. I'm like why the hell you cancel minicamp and this team need they need to learn as much as they can from their all their schemes and stuff. And we got especially on defense.
Yeah, no,
We look
absolutely.
at it. We look at it from a football standpoint and wanting the team to get better. He probably is like, oh, they're tired and shit. You know what I mean? He's probably like that kind of shit. So it's I don't know. It's a different mindset. We have a
It's not a
different
big deal.
vantage point that they do.
Come on, OG, you can't be serious when you
It's
say
not a big
that.
deal. Probably weather-wise. It's probably hot out there, 100 and something.
Weather?
Yeah.
Where? How that work, OG?
Was it hot at that time?
No, it
Who got?
wasn't hot.
Who cares if it was hot?
Yeah,
They're
is it
professionals.
hot on Sundays if they're playing
Yeah.
outside?
Last time I checked, they're getting a paycheck.
It's
No,
not
it's
a
not.
big. It's
It's
not.
like it. Matter of fact, it's been actually it's been in the 80s.
Oh, it's
Oh,
not a
whoop de
big
fucking
deal.
do. Whoop de
Oh,
fucking do.
okay.
Give him a fucking paper towel
It's
that's
not a
wet.
big deal. It's not a big
when
deal.
when Belichick was in New England, look how many Super Bowls they won. If it
Right.
was raining, if it was snowing, if it was sleeting, if it was 70-mile-an-hour winds, they were outside. Everybody
That's the way you play,
in
man.
New
That's how
England.
you gotta practice the way that you play, man. That's
It's
the way
not
it's
a big
supposed to
deal.
be.
That probably prevented injury too. It's not a big deal, fellas. Not a big deal.
That's,
Okay,
OJ, OJ, bro, that's the same argument that cats have on, oh, don't play in the preseason. You got to get guys who's getting hit. That's why injuries happen. Like that, this is the same shit I've been hearing since your Dax year two. Oh, don't play him in the preseason. Like, come on, man.
we got
At some point, I'm
we
just
got
saying,
Dallas
man.
Cowboys 1977 or 1997. What's up, brother?
How y'all doing?
So.
Doing good.
Hey, man, how you
So,
doing?
what's your opinion about the
What's
Cowboys
happening? What's happening with you?
canceling minicamp? Their last day minicamp.
Man, it's a bunch of soft crap. It's a bunch of soft crap. That's
Straight
what I
up.
gotta say about it. You know what? But I'm a diehard Cowboys fan. You know, I've been rooting for this team. I'm not very old. I'm not 30, but I've been rooting for this team for the last 19 years now. Watched every single
Uh-huh.
game, and I will continue to watch every single game. But will I tell you that I have a lot of hope for Dak Scott and Brian Schottenheimer? No, I think Brian Schottenheimer. I'm going to say this. I don't cuss very much when I like go on here and say stuff. Um, Brian Schottenheimer is fucking shit. Dak
Straight up.
Prescott is shit. He is
Facts.
soft as fuck. He's got a banged up knee. That's just the excuse that he's going to come in with when he goes into the season. And when the Cowboys start playing bad the first couple games, Dak's going to be like, oh, my knee hurts. My knee hurts. And then we'll get
Who
Sam
Dax
Howell
needs
in. And
it?
that, yeah, of course he's going to do it. He faked his hamstring injury
Is
in
Dax needs it?
2024. He's setting it up.
Oh,
He's got a
I didn't
bad
even know that
knee.
he had an injury. I didn't
Yeah,
even know
he's
he
got
had
a
an
knee
injury.
injury.
Oh, I didn't even
And
know
he's
that.
setting it up for when
I
he
didn't even
plays
know that.
like shit. Because you know he's gonna
Oh
play
yeah,
like
that's a massive
shit this
setup.
year. And you know what's
Oh yeah.
sad is he's gonna play like shit and he's got a fucking loaded offense. And he's gonna still play
Wow.
like shit. And he's gonna be like, oh, my knee is all fucked up. And then watch this. This is the one positive I get out of this season. Sam Howell comes into the game, and the Cowboys actually do some decent stuff, like they did with Cooper Rush in 2022, like they
Mm-hmm.
did in 2024. And we actually win some
Mm-hmm.
games. I actually had some fun watching the Cowboys with Cooper Rush because we
Yeah,
actually
same.
beat good teams that were contenders, like the Cincinnati Bengals. Hell, the
Yeah, that's
Redskins, we
true.
beat them. Or the Washington Commanders,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. We beat them with Cooper
Yeah.
Rush. I
Yeah.
actually had some hope with that team. With Dak Prescott, we beat a bunch of fucking bullshit, beat up, hurt teams, sorry ass
Mm-hmm.
teams. And
Yep.
then when he has to play against teams that are actually playoff teams or good teams, he plays like shit. So Dak's gonna play like shit. He's gonna fuck up his knee this year, or it's already set up that way.
Mm-hmm.
Schottenheimer should get fired because he's the only reason he's the head coach is because of Dak.
Thousand
And then
percent.
hopefully, my only hope is that Sam Howell or some other quarterback comes in and actually has a little bit more success. And if not, then it is what it is. But that's how I feel about it. I have no
No, I
faith in
think
Dak Prescott. Christian Parker, in my opinion, is using his talent all wrong. Why is he playing Caleb Downs at the nickelback spot instead of the safety spot? Malik Hooker was trash. Malik Hooker was trash last year, one of the worst safeties in the NFL.
yeah.
Um,
Yep.
I know some of y'all like Jay Sean Barham. He has to prove it to me. I didn't like the pick. I thought developmental prospect. If he develops into a great linebacker, great. But you really have any confidence that these coaches in Dallas are going to develop players. They haven't developed players in 20
Absolutely not.
years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
they
That's why
don't
I
have
don't
no.
have any
anybody.
Travis,
confidence in it. If you don't get
Travis,
Yeah,
you answer
players,
that.
What
if you
happened?
don't get sorry, if you don't get players to Dallas that are already developed and ready to
yeah,
go,
they ain't
they
gonna
ain't gonna
develop.
do nothing. And
Nope.
then we got Jerry Jones is just Jerry Jones is stupid, but I will give Jerry Jones some credit. He built a
That
team
guy's
good
crazy.
enough to win in 2022 and 2021
Absolutely.
and 2023. The guy he paid $60 million to single-handedly lost us those games. I don't care what anybody says. You can be a Dak fan. Dak Prescott lost us that game in 21. He lost us that game in 22. 23, it's more of a team loss, but Dan Quinn was missing like 3 or 4 starters, and Dak still played like crap. So I'm sick and tired of him. If he gets out of Dallas,
Yeah,
I may have a little bit more hope, just a little bit,
yeah.
but not
But dude,
much.
you and I both said it, man. You can't win games in the playoffs when your quarterback turns the ball over, man. You can't do it. Dak has
You
6 turnovers in the past 3 losses, dude. How are you
He
supposed to win that way?
sucks. He
Yeah,
sucks
he
in the
stinks.
playoffs. He has one of the worst records in NFL history in the playoffs and the amount of games he has. He's tied with Alex Smith and Billy Kilmer. Let that sink in.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's he's the only weak link to the team until they can fix that quarterback position. But like I said, I do got faith in Christian Parker, and I'm riding with him this year. And I do think we're gonna be better in secondary. I do think we made better strides than we was last year and the year before. I do believe in his coaching system. We need a guy to come in here that can teach, constantly teach, hold guys accountable, and not put up on no bullshit. You can say all you want about Christian Parker, but I like the way that he's coming in. He's putting his foot down right away. He's holding people accountable. And if you get out of position in this defense, if you are not and if you are out of line, you are not calling the right plays. You're getting beat constantly. You go into the bench.
Okay.
You are riding the
OG,
bench.
OG,
You are
OG,
riding the
hold on
front
a second.
line.
OG,
You are not playing on the
same.
team. So you can talk
OG,
all the shit that you want about Christian Parker. I like what I'm seeing.
What are you
okay.
seeing? What are you seeing that we're not seeing? Like, do you have like
Well,
like
wait a minute.
a
Wait a minute.
drone?
Hold on. I got a question. I got a question. If Christian Parker is like that, I'm just saying he is. If he's like that, how soon do you get rid of Shoddy?
So you
I would
get
get
rid of
rid of
Shotty
Shoddy in
next
a
year.
heartbeat. Yeah, if Dak, let me tell
ASAP.
you something. If we get rid of Dak Prescott as the franchise quarterback next year, especially if Sam Howell is to come in and he actually does good, get rid
Dude,
of
I'm gonna
Dak's
laugh.
ass immediately.
I'm
Get rid
gonna
of his ass
fucking laugh.
immediately. Brian Schottenheimer only has his job in Dallas because of Dak. I'm
One
telling you
thousand
right
percent,
now.
bro. 100%.
The only
That's fact.
reason that Jerry hired Brian Schottenheimer is he talked to Dak Prescott, who he put all the
Yep.
money into, and he said,
Yep.
"Hey, Dak, who do you want as head coach? Oh, I want Brian Schottenheimer because I'm comfortable with him." And I'm
Yep.
telling you right now, I think the Cowboys would be better off, even with Brian Schottenheimer. I'll say this. If we get Sam Howell, I think the Cowboys will be more successful. And the reason why I say that is because the Cowboys will run the football more with
Yep.
Sam Howell.
Yep.
When we had the most success, in fact, I'm wearing my 2014 division champ shirt. From 2014 to 2018, you can laugh all you want. The Cowboys had the most success we've had in 30 years. Why? Because we ran the football. And then what happened? The fan base tried to turn Dak into this
Elite
freaking
quarterback.
uh,
Yep. That's what
elite
they did.
quarterback. Dak started checking. He got more say in the offense. He started checking out of run plays, and the Cowboys started losing games. But then when you notice when Cooper Rush came in, Cowboys ran the ball
They
more.
doubled
Why
down.
is that? They're right. Cooper Rush didn't check out of run plays like Dak did. Dak was checking out of run plays into pass plays. Cowboys were getting beat. But when we actually ran the football, we had some success. So if Sam Howell
Absolutely.
comes in, we run the football a bit more. I actually have a little bit more confidence that we can win some games. Do I think that means the Cowboys are going to be contenders? Hell no, because we don't have the linebacking core to do it. We don't
Well,
have the personnel to do it. But
I just
I
pulled
agree.
up the stats from the draft, and we blew the linebacker pick at 23 because at 23, Rodriguez, Hill, Josiah Trotter, and AJ Green were all on the board. And that was the second level of the best linebackers on the board.
You put
And
on this shit.
of course we
and
did.
and then we took fucking my 17th ranked edge, Malachi Lawrence. But then when you go, then we waited to the third round. That's when we took Joshua Barnum. But after, like, there's not another. Okay, we took him in round 3 at pick 92.
92.
Another linebacker didn't come off the board, I think, until round 4. And I liked him too. Ironically, I'm pretty sure it was Michigan's other linebacker, Holder or Rolder. Yeah, Jimmy Rolder. He went 118 to Michigan. Excuse me, he went 118 to Detroit. And then the next linebacker was Wade Woodez. He went to the Texans. Out of those 3, I would have took Barnum, but we fucked up at 23.
We did know,
What's up, partner?
Savage, we did. We did. We took Malachi Lawrence, who is a rotational pass rusher, in the first round. We could have taken Rodriguez. We could have taken Trotter. We could have taken Hill. We could have taken C.J. Allen. Any of those guys would have been plug-and-play starters, but we took Malachi Lawrence.
Rotational.
The guy
Rotational. He's not going to start for
Hey,
year
hold
one.
on, wait a minute. They just didn't fit the system that Christian Parker is running right now. They don't fit the system. And
How do you know that, OG? So there was 4 different linebackers.
Malachi Lawrence, he's physical, he's quick to the ball, and he's gonna get the quarterback. And we tired of fucking Jalen Hurts running around like a chicken with his head cut off, and we're tired of fucking Dart, and we're tired of fucking Daniels. We gotta win the fucking division.
I understand that. I understand that. OG,
He's gonna chase you
Okay,
down.
everybody,
OG.
wait a minute.
Guys, one at a
Okay.
fucking time.
Okay.
OG.
Hey,
What
what's
college?
up? What's up, corner?
What college?
Carter, what's happening with you, man?
What's going on, you guys?
How you doing, brothers?
Hey, it's Friday. We just got done watching Toy Story 5. Yeah,
Nice,
hanging
nice.
out with
I
the
saw you
family.
yesterday.
And
Is
I
that
seen
evil
Chance
kid
was
in it?
live. And, I want to talk some ball with you guys.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, let me ask you this. What's your opinion about the Cowboys counseling the last day of minicamp?
Oh, I'm not happy with it. Then you do your research around the league and you find out other teams did it. This is a 7-9-1 team, 13 player turnover on defense. I think Dak called it. It was supposed to be a walkthrough. It wasn't like a real practice, which you can't. The rules of the NFL CBA with these guys. I mean, it's not. They're not even real practicing. I mean, they're not.
Right.
They're
Right.
7-on-7. They're hardly in any 11-on-11. So all they're really doing is out there running routes and throwing footballs, right? Now you can talk about individual drills, if that matters to you or not. But the mini camp, that's why you can't glorify it, because it's not real practice. And because the NFL CBA has softened this NFL up so much. And Eshawn, you made a comment in the show earlier about players get hurt because they don't play preseason. No, players get hurt because they have ridiculous practices like this, and there's limited practices.
Absolutely, yeah, no doubt.
They don't get their body into shape.
That's
because you don't have the two-a-days that you have. Yeah. Preseason, people get hurt in games in week 18, and they played all year, and they played 17 games, right?
Right.
You have to practice. Absolutely. And these mini camp practices are basically useless these days. I mean, they are.
Yeah.
They're useless.
They are.
But now, should you seize every moment? Absolutely. That sounds like Mike McCarthy right there. Seize the moment, right? But you have to take it for what it is, right? They missed a practice because somebody made a free throw, and that's why they missed practice. But they still watch tape and stuff like that. Take that for what it is. But we can't sit here and pound the table. They're not practice. They're not even in full pads, because that's how soft this shit is, right? Yeah, Mike McCarthy was fined 3 years in a row because they were practicing too hard, and all they were doing was bumping and running. That was it.
Well,
That was
Mike
it. Yeah.
McCarthy is
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
of those old school head coaches, man. Like
Yeah,
not that he's
but that's
hard
how that,
nosed, but
but that's how
That's how
soft
it's
it
supposed
got.
to be.
They
That's how
were
it's supposed to be.
bumping and running, and he got fined.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
team
well,
It's
the,
got
crazy.
fined
the
for
So
bumping
NFL
and
is
running.
soft now,
So
man. It's
now, if
soft.
I was an NFL coach, the CBA says nothing about preseason games. So I let my team have the pussy practices that the CBA says, and then they're going to play in the preseason. That's
Yeah,
how you get them ready for the regular season.
I have a
Yep.
question for y'all. How come Patrick Mahomes, who's won 3 Super Bowls, well, he's not going to play this year because he's got a bum knee. Hope he gets healthy soon. But how come he gets to play in the preseason, but Dak Prescott is so special because he's 2-5 in the playoffs? He doesn't get to play in the preseason.
Dude, I haven't seen Dak playing a preseason game since year 3, man. I haven't seen
Yeah,
it since
In
year 3, man.
2020.
2016,
Well,
2016 when
no, he
Romo
he played.
died.
Yeah, he played in the second season because I
He
remember
played in the
back
third
in the day.
season too, but he hasn't
Yeah.
played since 2019, I think was the
Well, that
last time he played in the
well, that's what I'm
preseason.
saying. That's what I'm saying because I remember his first 3 years. The fucking Dak dick riding fans would make a big deal that he hadn't thrown a pick in the preseason. So I remember that. But as he hasn't played since year 3, it ain't happening now, man. It's not gonna
You know,
happen.
it's crazy. Tony Romo played in year 10 in preseason.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
He was
Yeah,
played in year 10. How come
Jason
yeah.
he could
Garrett was
play
the
in year
coach.
10,
It's
but Dak
different.
couldn't?
Jason Garrett was
Yeah.
the head coach. Jason Garrett was coached by Jimmy Johnson. There's
That's
levels
true.
to this,
That's true.
and
Absolutely.
Yep.
Schottenheimer, you
Schottenheimer
know,
sucks.
well, I wouldn't say
Sorry,
he
buddy.
sucks. He just
He
hasn't been good.
sucks.
Nah,
So
He just hasn't
he
been
has
good.
to prove
He
it
had
to
1
me.
year. He was a rookie head coach last year. So how does he suck?
He
he
got a
won 7
point,
games.
but he's got to prove it
Okay,
to
but
me.
corner. You didn't see a million games when he was playing for the field goal. He
No,
was
that he has a lot to improve, 100%. But I'm not going to say he sucks. I mean, we
That's
had a
that's
32nd
fair.
ranked defense, and we won 7 games.
Yeah, but the thing is, there was a lot of game. I agree, but there's a lot of games where the offense didn't show up, and they could have won the first game of the
Oh,
season.
absolutely.
We should have
That's
won that
absolutely.
game.
we
Game
beat the
three, if Dak
Giants,
Prescott,
the Jets.
if we had ran the fucking football, we would have beaten the Bears. If we should have beaten the Cardinals. Hell, he got outplayed by the Giants and a bunch of backups in the last game of the year. And then you look at the Denver Broncos. I mean, the Broncos, granted, they would have been in the Super Bowl if Bo Nix had not gotten hurt. But that proved to me Dak was a fraud right there because he went into Denver and he
Well,
played like
there's many
absolute
times Dak proves
shit.
he's a fraud.
Yeah, yeah. The Dak hasn't. I mean, he's not going to beat Denver. I
But
knew
we
it.
should have
I
stuck
mean,
with the run game, and we didn't stick with the
Yeah.
run game because
And
Dak
that's
and
the
I.
growing pains of a rookie head coach. That's the growing pains. Everything you said is from a rookie head coach. I mean, there's growing pains to it. Now, if Schottenheimer mirrors the results this year, which with the competition is even tougher than last year. If he mirrors that same result, then I will agree with you, and you will hear me say the words "he sucks." You will. But I
That,
have to see
yeah,
year 2. Does he learn from
no,
mistakes?
that's
Because
fair. That's fair.
coaches just
that's
don't go
fair.
out
Yeah,
and
That's
do
fair.
everything right. I mean, McDonald
No,
just
that's
won a
fair.
Super Bowl with Seattle, and they were okay last year. They had growing pains too. I want to
no,
see if Schottenheimer learns from that, because
I
No,
one
that's
thing
fair.
that
yeah.
one thing that I've seen from Schottenheimer this year is he knows trends, right? And the trends that I'm talking about is young coaching. And if you look at Sean McVay and his coaching trees, and all these guys are young that are coming off that coaching tree. Now you look at Joe's defensive defense. You look at Fangio's defense. There's a young buck coming off that. His name's Christian Parker. Now, is Christian Parker going to be coming here and be the Jesus we want him to be? I don't know, because he's still a young guy, and this is his first year coaching. So guess what that means? There's going to be growing pains, right? We're going to
Absolutely.
see how
Absolutely.
much
Yeah.
ego that Christian Parker has, because he can get his ass whipped like Matt Eberflus did, and then come in the next week and not change anything, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
going to see that about Christian Parker too.
Okay,
But
but
Schottenheimer has the trend of bringing in young coaches, and he did that.
my
I get.
pushback about the great coaching tree. How many head coaches came out of Bill Belichick's coaching tree at New England, and they all
You
sucked, and
you
they
got
won
Bill
nothing?
O'Brien. You got Bill
Name,
No, I
name
O'Brien,
me,
but
agree.
he
I
sucked
mean,
name
too.
me
But
all the head coaches that came under Belichick in New England. and none of them won anything.
Yeah,
The
well,
great
there's
Name me,
Bill
only four
name me who
Belichick.
teams.
came off the Shanahan tree. Name me who came off the McVay tree. You're picking one tree.
No, I'm not picking. I say that's ridiculous. I just don't. I think that's a ridiculous. Like
Well, give me
to
another
try to
tree that's
explain
failed
things.
except that one.
Millions of them. Okay, perfect example. Jimmy Johnson under his tree. Who got out and won in the NFL? Guys went to college and won national championships, but who won? Who won anything under his tree in the NFL?
Well,
That's why.
Dave Wannstedt didn't win, and Butch Davis didn't win. I know that.
Yeah.
And Dave Campo.
And don't forget about North
Jason
Carolina.
Garrett was in a coaching staff for 10 years. He didn't even have a tree.
He sucked.
Yeah.
He never should have left. He never should have been here 10 years, man. Those 8 and
Oh,
8
Jason Garrett. Yeah,
seasons
man.
kill you.
Yeah, the 3-8 man.
The numerous.
But I do want to give Jason Garrett at least a little bit of credit, even though he should not have been here 10 years. At least he didn't have, he only had one losing season. Mike McCarthy had 2 losing seasons in 5 years he was here. Brian Schottenheimer's already had 1 losing season. He's only been here for 1 year. And the one thing I can say is when Jason Garrett had a losing season, he was playing with a bunch of backups. Brian Schottenheimer had a healthy offense all year. And yes, his defense was trash. But guess what? Jason Garrett's defense was trash in 2013 too. And he still went 8 and 8. And Romo did miss the last game of the year due to injury. So I don't think I'm not saying Garrett's great, but I'm saying I understand we got to give Schottenheimer a chance, and I'm willing to give him a chance, even though I don't really believe in him. But the thing is, like, he's not done nothing to prove it to me. And for a guy that's been run heavy his entire career, it's awful suspicious to me that he became pass happy. But I attribute that to Dak being his quarterback, because we've seen Dak check out of run plays for the last 5 years. Kellen Moore did an interview a couple of years ago. He said, "Hey, no, I called a lot more run plays than what were run in the game." And I was like, huh,
I
Dak
didn't
must
know
be
that.
checking out of run plays. You know why I knew that? Is when Cooper Rush came in 2021, we beat Minnesota. I was like, how come the offense looks so efficient with a backup, but when Dak came back, it looked like crap? And then I started seeing the trend, and I'm like, huh, I think number 4 is checking out more run plays than he should be. And it goes back to the fan base building up his ego and trying to build him into this elite quarterback that's a passer. No, if we want to have any sort of success this year, the Cowboys have got to go back. And I've been saying this, we got to go back to what we did between 2014 and 2018, and that's run the fucking football. Get Javonte Williams in the game. Get Blue in the game. Get Phil Maffa, whoever the hell is back there at running back. You pound the fucking rock against these teams, and we can win some football games. I'm not saying Super Bowl contender, but I'm saying we can win some games. But we have to get back to that. If we try to go back into this pass happy bullshit because we want to try and sell jerseys, Jerry Jones, then we're not going to win a whole lot. I'm just saying we got to go back to what we did between 2014 and 2018. I think we would have a shot at least doing something.
So
That's a good point.
back to these coaching trees, and that was a good point. You got to run the ball. That's Jason Garrett's philosophy, by the way. So
Absolutely, yeah.
Mike Shanahan, his tree consisted of Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, Matt LaFleur, Mike McDaniel, Robert Saleh, DeMarco, and D'Amico Ryans. Okay. The Andy Reid tree
Facts.
is John Harbaugh, Sean McDermott, Doug Peterson, Ron Rivera, Matt Nagy, Todd Bowles. Bill Walsh's tree is Mike Holmgren, George something. Maybe Savage knows who that is.
George Seifert, Super Bowl. He won a
There
Super
you
Bowl.
go. Dennis Green.
He went to my alma mater, University of Utah, baby.
And Mike Sherman.
Nice.
And then Bill Parcells' tree is Bill Belichick, Tom Coughlin, Sean McVay, Mike Zimmer, Todd Gurley, or it's not Todd Gurley, Todd Haley.
Mike Zimmer.
That he came from Bill Parcells' tree, he said.
Yeah.
So those are the most successful trees that come out of the NFL, is those 4.
Yeah.
What tree does Schottenheimer come out of?
Well, I
He's a
guess his
weed.
dad's
He's
tree.
a weed.
I guess
He's
I
a
guess it
weed.
comes from his dad
Oh,
tree,
his
or
dad's tree. Yeah,
His
that's a
dad-
good
dad-
point.
I guess either
Marty
that
Feldman.
or Rex Ryan, because he was the offensive coordinator,
That's a good
or
point,
I guess
too.
you could say
Yeah.
Eric Mangini, because Eric Mangini was the
Yeah, I
head
tried to
coach of
forget
the
about him.
Jets.
I forgot about
And
him. Yeah.
so, I mean, the thing is, Schottenheimer has been around a lot of great coaches. And the thing is, there's things about Schottenheimer that are good, but the thing is, he's got to stick to the running game. He cannot do what he did last year. And I think I understand that he gave Dak a lot of the leeway. I get it. Dak's a veteran. He got him his job. I understand that. But Schottenheimer's bread and butter has been running the football. And you noticed when we ran the football, we were successful. We were really successful. We were successful against good teams.
Yeah.
So that tells me that we can beat good teams when we stick to the run game, but it's up to Schottenheimer and the quarterback to stick to the game plan. They can't check out of run plays constantly in the red zone to try and pad the stats. No, you got to stick to the run game, guys.
But they're
how
not
confident
paying.
are
They're
you?
not. But they're not paying Dak, Lamb, and Pickens to hand the ball off
To hand
45
the ball
times.
off.
I
How
understand
confident are
that,
you
but the
really
fact
that
of
they
the
can
matter is,
actually
if you
win
want to win,
the
that's what
ball?
you got to do.
And you
But
got to be
winning-
balanced because that's going to help your defense, too.
But winning doesn't matter in
Exactly.
Dallas. Winning don't matter. The bottom line. It's all about the bottom line.
I have zero confidence that at this point in Dak's career, they're going to change the game plan for him. None at all.
I
They're going to
agree. I
play
agree
him the
with you.
same exact way, dude.
I agree with you. I'm just telling you that's what we need to do.
No, I agree with you. It ain't happening, man. I agree with you, though. I'd be
Hey, I'm gonna
shocked
tell
if
you,
that. I would be shocked if they run the ball more.
Hey, I'm gonna tell
Well,
you.
I mean, they ran the ball a lot. I mean, Williams had career highs in all the categories, and he had 1,200 yards. They just didn't. They just abandoned the run when it mattered. They ran the ball. They just abandoned the run when it mattered, and he was too pass happy, especially inside the 10.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You
But
got
that's
you
the
got to
point.
stick
That's the
to the
point.
run game
Yeah.
in the red zone. But the thing is, I know that Dak's checking out because I've looked at the history, and I'm like, I understand that Dak wants the stats, but the thing is, if you're Dak Prescott, listen, dude, it doesn't matter that you have all these stats and all that. Nobody's going to care about that. People are going to care if you won Super Bowls, you went to NFC championship games, you did something in the playoffs. And if you haven't, then your legacy is going to mean absolutely nothing. You're going to be another
But
forgotten
Well,
player. So,
well,
Yeah.
Dak's
so if you want to
Dak's
win, you got to
fans
run.
love his stats.
Yeah,
Dak's
you know
fans
when
love
you
his
know when
stats.
they stuck
They
to
do,
the
but
run
I'm
last year? When once the Cowboys were eliminated from the playoffs, then the field goal stopped and they started going for it on fourth downs.
Yep.
That's what I
Well,
saw.
Yeah.
I understand that. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
And
No,
with this
and I agree with
defense,
what you're saying.
with this defense, I mean, 13 turnovers. I'm going to read you the guys this list and see. Oh, I got to find it. Where the hell did it go? Hold on. Give me a second. Where'd this list go? Aha, here it is. All right. Champs, may I do this? It's your
Go
show.
ahead.
All right. I want everybody to answer it truthfully. All right. Here we go. Marshawn Neal. These are starters that are no longer with us. All right. And then these are their replacements. Okay. And I want you to tell me if it's better or for worse.
Oh, yeah, I like
Okay.
this.
Or if it's
Okay,
a
go
wash.
for it. Absolutely,
All right.
go for it.
Marshawn Nealing got replaced by Rashawn Gary. Is that better or for worse?
I would say that's an improvement.
I would say that's good. I mean,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't want to
probably
elaborate the
improvement.
kid's death.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Okay. Fowler got replaced by Tyrus Wheat.
That's a
both
loss.
Yeah,
That's a
suck.
loss.
yeah,
That's a lot.
Fowler's not what he once was, but Fowler's still better than Tyrus Wheat. So that's definitely a downgrade.
I had a one there, so that I agree. Clowney is replaced by Malachi Lawrence.
That's
Well,
to
until
be
we see
determined.
Lawrence. Yeah, exactly. Until we see him on the field. I don't know.
I would say this year, I would say that's a downgrade, not because I necessarily think Malachi Lawrence is going to be crap, but I'm saying Malachi Lawrence is going to be a developmental player. He's not going to be great year one. So I'd say that'd be probably a downgrade. But again, I would say that's to be determined.
Yeah,
We have
Yeah,
to
it
wait
should be
and see.
determined. It should be determined for me as well.
We never got a replacement for Osa. So here's this one. Solomon Thomas got replaced by Otito Obanya.
I'd say a
Yeah.
Tito's
Wait a
probably
minute.
a
Wait a
slight
minute.
upgrade.
Is that the
Slight,
defensive
if that.
tackle from
The Rams.
San Diego?
Yeah, from the Rams, I thought.
No, I mean the Chargers. My bad. Chargers.
He played for
No.
Jim Harbaugh. He was the nose tackle for Los Angeles. He
Oh, we
actually
got it from the
started.
Chargers? I thought we got it from the Rams. Oh,
No,
no,
he
we
No,
played for
got
Chargers.
Jim.
The Chargers. You know what? I'm gonna have to say by them run of 3-4, that's gonna be improvement.
Yeah, I agree with Champs. I think I would say it's an improvement over
all right.
because Osa is a 3 tech, so it's kind of hard to compare the two positions because they're a little bit different. But I would say it's an or you're comparing it to Solomon Thomas. Yes, that's an
Solomon
improvement.
Thomas.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an improvement.
Mozzie Smith got replaced by LT Overtone.
Well, yeah,
Overtime.
that's
See, now, overtime.
I'll give Overtone. I liked Overtone. I think Overtone's going to at least be a
Okay.
solid rotational piece.
Murray got replaced by Barham.
That's an
I'll give Barham.
upgrade.
Yeah, I'd go with Barham. Even though Barham's still
Sam-
technically a to be determined, I'll give him some credit there.
Sanborn got replaced by D. Winters.
D. Winters is an upgrade, but he's got to get better in run defense.
He's a
I'll let
safety,
OG.
man. The safety's bigger than him on this team. Come on, man. I mean, D. Winters is
He's
a
a small,
safety.
but he's got to get. He's great in coverage, but but he is small. I agree. He's literally my size. He's only about 40. Well, he's actually 45 pounds heavier, but height wise, we're about the same.
Savage, but is he a good replacement for
Winters great linebacker. Winters is-
Is he better than Sanborn?
I think he's better
Jack
than
Sanborn.
Sanborn. I think he's better.
Okay. That's the goal we're trying to accomplish. Is it better for worse or is it a wash? Okay. Kyer Elam got replaced by Moore, the rookie out of Florida.
He sucks. That pick was the worst pick in this draft for the Cowboys.
To me, it's a to be determined. Moore's not been healthy.
All right.
I don't know much about him. I mean, he
Great corner.
could be a downgrade, but
Great
Hold on,
corner,
I'm not
6'2".
done. I'm not done. I got a few more names here.
Great corner, 6'2", 4.3 speed. Great corner.
Okay.
Great corner.
Trayvon Diggs got replaced by Kobe Durant.
Great
Down. Well,
That's it.
Trayvon Diggs from 3 or 4 years ago.
Trayvon Diggs
Downgrade.
last year.
Trayvon Diggs from last year.
I would
was
say
bad,
he's
so I mean,
probably an upgrade because Kobe Durant is kind of a. To me, I feel like he's probably a lower end starter, but I feel like he's probably an upgrade over Diggs last year. I mean, he had what 3, 4. I'd say he's a better tackler.
Jalen Thomas replaces Y.A. Thomas.
He's an upgrade.
Donovan Wilson is replaced by Caleb Downs.
Well, that's an upgrade.
But that's
Well,
two
yeah.
different
Alright.
positions. They're going to be playing Caleb Downs as a nickelback, where Donovan Wilson played safety.
Well,
So, I mean, we're the only team.
thing.
We're the only team
Yeah.
that uses the 11th pick in the draft, and we trade 2 picks to play the kid at nickel.
Well, I mean, I agree with. I think Caleb Downs should be playing. He should honestly be beating out Malik Hooker for the starting job because Malik Hooker was just terrible last year. He was bad.
I agree.
I don't think Christian Parker, the way he was coaching him up, playing corner and following right receivers, I would rather have him playing on the front 7 somewhere. Like, I don't want him traveling with slot receivers and wide receivers. I don't want him doing none of that.
Wait,
No,
so
he
you
has
want-
I agree.
wait a second.
Oh.
You want Caleb Downs in the front 7?
Yes.
Then
So here's
really
why.
didn't watch
Here's
him play
why.
football at all.
Well, okay. So check this out. That's funny you say that because I don't think you did either. He has over 1,000 snaps playing in the front 7 at Alabama and Ohio State. Over
I think
1,000
he-
snaps
Corner,
playing in the front 7.
you never seen him play one game in college.
Does he have 1,000? Does he have
Don't-
1,000 or
don't-
more? Does he have 1,000 or more playing in the front 7? Yes or no?
You
Sam?
never
It's
seen him
an
play
easy
another
question.
game. You never seen him play one game.
It's an easy question.
You
It's an
never
easy
seen him
question.
play one game.
It's an easy question. Yes or no?
Yo, besides him laying
Matter of
out
fact,
Malachi
watch
Tony,
Caleb Downs
uh,
versus
you don't
Florida.
watch college football. You don't watch college
watch Caleb
football.
Downs play in Florida.
don't
He was
watch
all over the
college
field,
football.
and he was a lot in the front 7, sir.
Listen, his one hit against Malachi Tony in the
You
playoff
said
game
he was a thumper.
before the season started, and then
His stats didn't change.
Not one game did I watch of him. I said, "Wow, he had a great game. He was out there making a difference." this past season.
His stats
Not one
didn't
game.
change. The stats from Ohio State, his first year to his second year, is only 5 tackles different. So you called him a thumper, but he had 5 less tackles, and now he's not a thumper?
Okay, so now this is why I'm going to prove to you that you didn't watch one single game from Ohio State. So they stayed the same.
How many solo tackles did he have?
Yet he was on Ohio State's defense. Ohio State's starting defense was on the field all 4 quarters of every regular season game, because you can ask Uncensored, because Ryan Day gave the play calling away, and you had thoroughbreds like Jeremiah Smith and Cornell Tate and a running back that I wasn't great on, and they ran the most conservative offense I ever seen in my life. So all the 4 stars and 5 stars, they were sitting on the bench and didn't even get on the field. And that's why it caught up to them in the playoffs. It was the starters for Ohio State. Yo, Caleb Downs if you look at Caleb Downs's this year, his 2025 tape, if you look at his 2025 tape, all his stats, all his highlights is against Grambling. They beat Grambling 70-0, and then I think it was Ohio in the MAC, and then his one hit against a true 17-year-old wide receiver, Malachi Tony, in the playoffs for Miami. I did not see one game that I'm like, wow, he had a great game. He had monsters in front of him. He had Reese on the field. He had Sonny Styles on the field. He had Caden Curry on the field. He had McDonald on the field. He had monsters everywhere. When you have monsters like that around you, it's really great it's easier to look good. But to say I'm going to put him in the front 7 in the NFL, he doesn't have that build. I would prefer him at safety than playing at nickel in the NFL. That's all I'm trying to say. He's not. I mean, not what I saw. Not what I saw in 2025, man. No way. And I didn't mean to go at you though. It's just
Relax, Savage, relax.
I didn't mean to go at you.
No, I know. We're debating here. This is healthy. This is good. I did research, and he had over 1,000 snaps playing in the front 7. He had 45 solo tackles last year. More than half of those tackles were in the front 7. Solo in the front 7.
And how many were against Grambling and Ohio with a MAC?
I don't know.
I would love to look up
I
those
just know what he
stats.
had.
I would love to look up those stats. All I'm trying to say is
He needs to be in the front 7.
He doesn't have the build. He's not big. He's not a big kid.
He's gonna be okay. He's gonna be all right.
Okay. OG, that's all you say about everybody. What college did Malachi Lawrence go to since he's so great? What college?
He's gonna be good. Okay, Savvy. I ain't got time for all the questions. He's gonna be
He went for
fine.
UCF.
No, but corner, I wasn't asking you. I was asking
none of those questions. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine, Savage. Quit tripping now.
You just say everyone's fine, but you never seen him play.
Let the draft go, Savage. Move past into the season.
Yeah, but
Fuck
you
the
see,
draft. You
this
keep
is like
talking about the goddamn draft. Let it go and move forward. We be fucked up. We didn't get who everybody wanted. So let's
say players
about the football. I don't
you say players are great, but you've never seen them play.
Who we got, so let's move forward to the future and let's continue. Let's see what these guys can do and give them a chance. So we can't condemn them right now until we get on the field and play. And still, we won't see the still potential of these players until next year, the year after.
Okay, so I'll agree with your point. So, okay, I'll agree with your point. We can't condemn them, but we can put them, we can call them stars, all stars, like you're saying. You can't have it both ways, OG.
We can't go back to the past. We can't.
All right, listen, this is like, listen, I'm going to go fucking take my dog for a walk. No.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying.
Hey, Savage, hopefully New Jersey's treating you good.
We can't continue to that's over with. So let's move forward. If they fucked up in your eyes and they didn't pick the players that you want. I understand that. I respect that. But let's move forward. We can't do shit about that. Let them get out there and play. See what they can do. If they shit, they shit. They good. They good. Let's move forward. Let's see what they can do. That's what I'm saying.
That's all we
That's
can do.
I'm rooting for Caleb Downs. I personally, for what the Cowboys had on the board at 11, Caleb Downs was the right pick. I mean, obviously, Arvell Reese, I would have loved him. I would have liked Sonny Styles, but the thing is, Caleb Downs was in my top 5. He fell to us at 11. I think it was the right pick. And I also like Mansour Delane. I was kind of pissed that Kansas City traded up and took him because we could have used Mansour. But I'm rooting for Caleb. I hope that he has a good season. I just hope that he gets.
Cowboy.
Yeah, man. I just hope he gets used. Even with Barham, I wasn't really a big fan of the Barham pick, but I hope he proves me wrong. I want Barham to go out there and ball out. Honestly, I hope and even the 7th round pick that we took. What was his name? Anthony Smith.
Yeah.
I'm actually rooting for him to make the roster. I looked at the roster pieces we have. If the Cowboys keep 6 wide receivers, I think there's a good chance if he balls out in preseason, he could make the roster as the 6th wide receiver. And I hope
just
he does.
don't want him to. The only thing that can hurt Anthony Smith because he is a burner is if he's running down the sideline and Joe Milton just fucking throwing him deep balls and overshooting him. That's the only thing that can hurt Anthony Smith in the preseason.
I'm rooting for Anthony. I kind of like Anthony Smith. Now, I wish we would have taken Aiden Fisher, but Anthony Smith has got some talent. I'm rooting for him. I hope that he does do well for the Dallas Cowboys. I even like I like that tight end that we got, Trigg. Now, he can't block, but he can receive. And the thing is, I'd take him over Luke Schoonmaker. Luke Schoonmaker, man, was, oh, my goodness gracious. To me, I thought I didn't like the pick back in 2023. I'm still not a huge fan of the pick. I know some people love the Luke Schoonmaker pick. I'm just not big on it.
Hey, 1997. You know, it's only 2 people from the 23 draft that sit on the team.
Yeah, him and Overshown. William A. Fehoko is even worse. And the thing is, the sad thing is, his cousin Simi is from where I live. He's from the Salt Lake Valley, and I was rooting for him to make the team, and he did. I think the first year, but I knew that Villama or whatever his name was not going to make the team. I was like, dude, why did we take this guy in the 4th round when we could have taken? There was a guard, Mafi. I think he plays for the Raiders now. He could have been at least a rotational backup offensive lineman, if not a starter. And we took Fehoko. I was just like, dude, what are we doing? And then with the Luke Schoonmaker pick, man, it boggled my mind. But that's me. But I do like the offense we have. But again, it's going to go back to if they stick with the run game. I just don't have a lot of faith that we do it.
And see, that's my thing is I really want them to have more production in the running game. So
honestly, I really like.
So they won't be dependent on Dak too much.
Exactly, and the thing is, I actually like the running backs the Cowboys have. I know a lot of people are crapping on Jaden Blue. They're crapping on Phil Moff, but I'm telling you, I've seen stuff from those guys. And I'm like, Jaden Blue can play football. He just has to get an opportunity to play in the right situation. Now, he's not an every down back. He's not a guy that I think you bring in and he's your starter. But is he a situational?
Talking about Blue?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I definitely agree. I agree with that.
He's a situational player. If you play Blue, I saw him in the last game of the season against the Giants, and I'm like, what the hell was Brian? This is what really made me kind of lose faith in Shoddy a little bit. I was like, man, Blue can really play. Why isn't he getting a shot to play? I get maybe it was the disciplinary stuff, but I was like, Blue has some talent. Well, he can go out there and do something that a lot of these players can't. Now, Phil Moff, I get it, 7th round pick. You know, he was hurt. So we'll see. But I really liked what I saw from both of those backs. Again, if we lose Javonte Williams, we'll have to see what happens with Phil Maffa. But I really like the running backs the Cowboys have. I think if they're used in the right situation, they can be effective. I really do. I really do believe that based on what I've seen. But it has to be in the right situation. That's going to come down to coaching.
So Jadon Blue did not play a lot last year because a year ago, basically today, reports were coming out that Cowboys couldn't trust him. There was maturity issues. They couldn't trust him. There was maturity issues. He wasn't studying the playbook. He wasn't practicing right. And if you watched his interview last week, Jadon Blue took accountability for all that, and now there's just a different side of
Are you
Jadon
guys?
Blue.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me, champs?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, he needs to come out and come back in. Tell him that since he can't hear me.
So
Yeah, you got.
I'm listening to Corner. I just can't hear him.
Come back, come out, come back in.
Okay.
So go
I
ahead.
gotta say all that shit over again. Now I gotta say it because I gotta say all that shit over again. And this is a good show, Chad. I like the flow. Where'd OG go?
I don't know.
Crazy
But
man.
you know what? Everybody do got points. But the deal is, all I'm saying is, don't be putting people on a pedestal right now. Just let the process go. I mean, just let it go. I don't know what. I think he should show the number side of 13. He should have got the number outside of 13.
Yeah, he should have got 2. That's why I only got the shirt. Because when he changes to number 2, I'm only out $50.
I'll show you the shirt I got on. Look at this. 2014 division champs. Look at that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, dude, I've had this
Man,
shirt.
you know what? Going back and look at the 2014, Cowboys was 8-0 on the damn road.
Dude,
Cowboys was top in the running game. The defense was in the top 15.
Yeah.
Hey, dude,
Cowboys,
that was my junior year of high school. I bought this shirt. It still fits me 11 years later. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't gain weight. It won't fit me. But
go ahead. Corner.
Yeah, so Jadon Blue had maturity issues. He wasn't practicing right. Cowboys coaching staff just didn't trust him. If you watch the Jadon Blue interview last week, Jadon Blue took accountability of that, and he just looked and sounded like a whole different Jadon Blue. Now,
I'm excited for him.
I'm excited for him too, and because we need him. He's a draft pick. He contributed to 0 last year, and we need that lightning. We need that thunder in Williams and in Blue. So if Blue can stay this level-headed going into it, learn that playbook, get mature, and then do this, I think Blue can be used. You want that in a second-year guy. You want to see growth, and I think we've seen growth in Jadon Blue from year 1 to year 2 so far. And just in his interview, I'm sold. You can't convince me otherwise.
And that's what's great, because I saw enough even last year for when he wasn't, that I'm like, if he's got even a little bit more mature, he can play better. I have faith in him. I know a lot of Cowboys fans are not sold on Blue. I'm sold on Blue. I think he can play.
Yeah, Cowboy fans, I mean, they'll, and I have a habit of it too. We'll write a player off, right? And then either we're right or we're wrong.
Facts.
And
that's true.
And so, but like what irks my soul is we're April, May, June. We're 2 months removed from the draft, and we're still talking about, oh, we could have had this player. Oh, we could have had that player. We could have. If we're gonna do and talk about content and make content for our beloved team, how we got to start making content and how they work in this system.
Back.
And I think that's
what we got to do.
Yeah,
Right,
I think
I'm
that's
back.
true.
Real quick.
That was a fast walk.
Corner. How many games did Caleb Downs play last year?
14.
14. So you know when they do stats, they add all the playoff games in there. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he had 45 tackles over 14 games. How many interceptions did he have? Just
2.
everyone calls him the next Ed Reed. How many did he
2.
have?
2.
He had one. He had one. He had one
Don't he have 2 in his career?
in his career in 3 years. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
real ball. That's a ball hawk. That's a
Right, but
ball
you
hawk.
want him at safety though. You want him in the back end
I didn't want him at all. He
intercepting
was my
balls.
4th ranked safety. He's on my team. What the fuck? He was my
Right.
4th
But
ranked
right
safety.
now you want him in the back trying to be a ball hawk, right?
Well, it's better than him being up front. It's
He
better than
can't
being
catch the
up front.
ball. He can't get interception. Why would you want somebody in the back who's going to be a liability?
He
Let
he
me
was
tell you.
he was my 4th ranked safety for a reason. That's all I'm gonna say.
But
That's all I'm
Savage, let
gonna
me
say.
let me ask you: do you think he would at least be an upgrade over Malik Hooker? Because I
Oh,
think
absolutely,
at the bare
absolutely.
minimum, he'd be an
Fucking Bill
upgrade.
Bates. Bill Bates would have been an upgrade over Malik Hooker. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Or my
I get
only
you. I get you.
problem
I get
was
you.
my only issue was the safety class stretched very long. So I just don't see the trading up one spot and giving up 2 picks for one player that first he was crowned Sean Taylor, then he was crowned Darren Woodson, and now he's the next Ed Reed. Yo, he might be, but I didn't see it at Ohio State. I didn't. I did it. And Ohio State has a better defense than Dallas does this season. So
Let me ask you a question, Savage, because you were I was high on Dylan Thiemann too. Joe was. I know you were. When I watched your video on Dylan Thiemann on your YouTube channel, the same timeline from I think no Dylan Thiemann was 10 months ago. Caleb Down was a year ago. You said Dylan Thiemann can play wide receiver. He could play special teams. He could play linebacker. He could play safety. And you said draft him wherever and then figure it out.
okay,
So,
but did
but
you
hold
see
on,
when I went
hold on.
back?
So in
No,
a
go ahead.
year's time, when I'm just talking about when you freshly evaluated these players, right? In a year's time, Caleb Downs fell 4, and the guy where you didn't know where to play him went all the way to 1.
No, because if I do my guys in the summer throughout the season, and then once the season's over, I go back and put all their 2025 tape in, and I put all their stats in, and what I'm not going to do another video on them again, and I put what I think about them in the comments on my guys. But Dylan Dieneman started at Purdue, and he excelled at Purdue, and then AJ Housley from LSU, the kid's a monster. He's brolic. He's like a smaller. Who was the linebacker for the Bengals with the giant neck? I can't. I'm having a brain fart.
Brissett?
No, a while ago, the linebacker. He was a linebacker for the Bengals. He had no neck. He was all traps.
It's
I
not
can't,
Logan Wilson, right? Not from
No,
Wyoming.
no,
Not from
no.
Wyoming.
Takeo
Okay.
Spikes. He look AJ Housley from LSU looks like Takeo Spikes' brother. He's jacked. You know, I did like McLaurin. All I'm trying to say is
I
what
did
I
too.
saw from 2025, and then he doesn't show up to the combine for a reason. He has a partially torn meniscus and a degenerative knee condition, and I'm trading up 2 picks. I gave away 2 picks to move up one spot to take him. I have a problem with that. It's just because I take the draft so seriously. Yeah, and yet, the only reason I would have took Dylan Dieneman there is because if we would have moved back, a team would have jumped us. The Bears would have jumped us. Another team would have jumped us. Just like in the year we took Boss Man Fats, 3 teams jumped us in round 2, I believe. Yeah, it was round 2. 3 teams
Hey,
jumped us to draft a safety because we had no
check this
safety on
out,
the team.
Savage.
Shoot.
So check this out. And it's gonna sound like I'm talking crap here in this sentence, but I promise you I'm not. I'm about to piss you off, okay? So over the last few weeks, I have been getting I've been building friendships with people that work, whether that's at 105.3 The Fan or whether that's at DallasCowboy.com. Okay. And I talked to a guy and that talked to one of the scouts that was in that draft room. Okay. If the Cowboys did not trade up for Caleb Downs, You know who the draft pick would have been?
Proctor from Alabama.
Yes.
Yeah, and so you trust these guys. You trust these guys in that draft room.
So
And
my point to, but let's bring the point home. Would you want to have one of your worst left tackles, or would you want one of your top 5 safeties?
No,
because you're going to be stuck with one of them.
You're right. No, you're right. And the Dolphins took him and they put him right to left guard. So if I had to pick for choice, I would go Caleb Downs without a doubt. Yeah.
So hindsight's 2020.
Yeah.
So it could have been
Yeah,
worse.
it always could have. No,
way
I agree
worse.
with you. I agree with you. 1,000%. Caleb
But
Proctor
Savage
is
has a
great.
point, though, man. I mean, these guys, I mean, they got to work on their scouting. I mean, the fact that I'm finding other. I'm not a football expert by any means, but I'm finding other
You know your shit.
YouTubers that
I
are
will say
not.
that.
What?
You know your shit. I will say that.
Oh, thank you. But I follow a lot of you guys and other YouTubers, and you guys know your stuff too. And it's sad that we don't get the following we get. But I see other people that can really scout really well. And I see the players they pick, and I'm like, man, oh man, these guys would be good picks. And then looking back years later, they could do a good job. And the Cowboys used to be one of those teams I feel like that did a decent job. But man, over the last 5 years, I've been a little disappointed. I mean,
You know what you're missing?
What's that?
You're missing Jason Garrett.
But I have to agree. I honestly think, other than the Taco Charlton pick, I look back at Jason Garrett. And honestly, I was thinking about this the other day, too. I was like, man, Jason Garrett really, I think he did a damn good job of scouting talent compared to a
His
lot
dad
of
found Troy Aikman.
Did it? Okay,
right.
well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think
He has
Jason Garrett
roots in
wasn't
this
too
shit.
bad.
He
And
has
that's
roots
the
in
thing.
scouting.
He just couldn't quite get over the hump. Like, that's what I was thinking about it I actually talked to my dad the other day, and I said, I was thinking about the 2014 team, and I'm like, I'm a younger fan, but I'm like, man, Jason Garrett actually wasn't. He was here for too long, yes, but he wasn't as bad as I thought he was. He really wasn't. I
Oh, he
feel
was
like
bad. He just wasn't. He's scouting material, not head coach material.
right. And I think he did. Looking at the talent that he got, I'm like, man, Jason Garrett really did actually do a decent job. Because, I mean, he was a part of that 2016 draft. And I think that's the best draft the Cowboys have had. And, my God, a long time. Look at all the stars we got. I've talked about Dak, but we got Dak. We got Zeke. We got Jalen Smith, who I was high on as a Notre Dame Fighting Irish fan. We got Malik Collins, who was good. And he's even better now that he's left the team. And then we got Anthony Brown. We got like 5 stars out of that draft that lasted like a long time.
But looking back at that draft, you wouldn't have rather had Jalen Ramsey instead of Zeke, and then you could have took Derrick Henry in round 2.
That is true. That I have to agree with, though. But I mean, Ezekiel Elliott did have a pretty good career with Dallas. But if I had to switch it over, I probably would have taken Ramsey.
And Dak was pure luck. There was every Paxton Lynch. We tried traded up for him. We couldn't. Connor Cook, but he went to the Jets. He sucked. Every quarterback on pretty much every quarterback that draft sucked. And we all tried trading up for them. We couldn't. And Dak, we backed into him. And as crazy as it sounds, I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure he was the best quarterback in the 2016
draft.
I think he's definitely he's definitely in the top 3. The only quarterback I would maybe say that's better, I know a lot of people may be against me on this, is Goff. I think Goff's a little bit better than Dak, but I think that Dak's definitely up. But the thing is,
Goff's been to a Super Bowl.
Right. Goff was literally the number 1 overall pick. So for Dak being a 4th round pick and him being right behind Jared Goff, like, I give him credit for that. That's really good.
Yeah.
That's really good. I mean, the thing is, that's why I will say the Cowboys, when it comes to evaluating quarterback, oh my God,
they don't do it.
They're not good.
Well, the
quarterbacks that we've gotten that have been successful have been guys that have been either guys that have fell to us like Dak or Tony Romo, or guys that we picked up as free agents. Because, like, you got to give Bledsoe some credit. I think the Cowboys, when they've picked up free agent guys, they've done okay. Like, they haven't done bad, but when it comes to
they've
developing,
done terrible in free
Oh
agency.
yeah, they've done terrible
lately because we have no money to spend. So they just go out and get 1-year guys.
But the thing is, I do like Sam Howell. I know Sam Howell struggled in 2023. I think he's got some talent. He's got to work on his interceptions. The one thing I worry about with him is his confidence, because I think his confidence was a little bit shook after being there with Washington for that year, because he was, he threw a lot of picks. But I'm telling you,
Well, that's
I
right
think
now. Sam Howell, he's the number 3 quarterback right now. Hold
right.
on.
That's where I'm like, I think he's better than Milton, but his confidence is where I'm like, that could be somewhere where I think like, because the thing I'll give Joe Milton credit for, he doesn't have the best anticipation and timing, but I like Joe Milton's confidence. He's got a lot of confidence, and you got to give that to a
You,
quarterback. That's
you know
important.
what? You know what really bothered me last year? I think it was Denver. We were getting blown out. They put Milton in. He threw the nicest bomb and put it right in Tolbert's hands. And
That
then
no,
every other possession when we got the ball back, every play was a run.
No,
Yeah.
Savage. That's bothered me because I watched Joe Milton play last year, and I'm like, Milton's got. I even said it in some of my videos. I'm like, man, Milton, for being a guy that's developmental, he didn't play so bad if he got a shot. This one thing I say about Milton, I like his confidence, and that's important. When you have a quarterback, you want them to be mentally confident. If they're not confident, then you're screwed.
But now, how
And
about if that game he would have threw maybe a second touchdown,
I,
possibly?
I thought to be honest, I even said I thought he outplayed Dak against Denver. That's what I was saying. I think Milton played a damn good game in against the Denver Broncos. I even videotaped him. I was screaming. I know we were losing, but I was like, man, Milton he had a really good drive going, and he played
Yeah.
some good football.
So then
So,
they're like, "Oh, that's it. No more passing. We got to run the ball now." He might
well,
throw
it's
for another
because they
touchdown.
don't. You know why they don't? I told you they don't want him to outshine Dak. But I'm like, Milton can play some football. He's just got to develop his anticipation and timing too. But that's the one thing I like about Joe Milton: confidence. He needs to develop his anticipation and timing, but he's got confidence, and that's important. You got to have confidence in a quarterback.
He
I
got to
don't
get
have a
out there and play.
problem. Uh,
I
He got
heard a
to
lot
get
of
out
wind
there
in
and
the
play.
background.
He got to get
Sorry,
out there and play. He got to
sorry,
play.
hell,
Huh?
Where did you pull
sorry.
that
No,
phone out of your ass? What's all that
no.
wind?
Hold on.
Sorry.
I
Hey,
got
dude.
y'all on hold. Hold on.
No, sorry. It was my. I don't know if it was me or not. I mean, it's a little windy where I'm at, but no, I liked Milton, man. I really like the confidence is what I liked out of him.
I can't sit here and say Sam Howell or Joe Milton is on the level of Dak Prescott. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
no,
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 and
no,
that's
no
fair.
one's
I'm just
saying that.
saying. No, but I'm saying I think Sam Howell's got some talent, but the biggest thing I'm worried about with Sam Howell is his confidence. Joe Milton is more of, can he get the anticipation and timing down? Joe Milton's got the confidence. I've watched him. He's got it. I really like that about him.
He need to go to a quarterback camp.
Take Dak with them.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted the Cowboys to draft my boy out of the Salt Lake Valley where I'm at right now, Jackson Dart, and I hope to God he doesn't beat the shit out of us for game one, because I'm a little bit worried about that. I'll be honest with you. So I'm
They're gonna,
hoping that
they're gonna sweep us. Watch.
I wouldn't be. I mean, the fact of the matter is, they probably would have swept us last year if it wasn't for Russell Wilson starting. So I mean, it's a possibility, and that was before they had John Harbaugh. So the Cowboys best be ready for Week 1, because I'm not looking forward to that one, man. I'm just not. I feel a little bit better about Game 2 against Washington. Yeah, they got a little bit better, but I think the Cowboys can still beat Washington.
I got us splitting with the Giants. I got us sweeping the Commanders, and I
Okay,
have us the fan in me, and it's always FUCK. Fuck those Eagles. I got us sweeping the Eagles,
dude. Yeah, I can't. Dude, I can't
and that's
stand.
just the
I
fan
can't
in me.
stand the
That's
Eagles.
the
Yeah,
fan in me. FU. I can
Yeah,
never say they're gonna beat us. Fuck that. Fuck them.
no,
FUCK. Fuck those Eagles.
I get it. I get it. That's where I get. Oh man, I'm an out of state fan, but I've been But Cowboys are always my number. Dude, they're my number one team. Like,
You
and
don't have a number 2, do you?
no, hell no,
Okay.
Hail
But
Mary.
like the one thing I am worried about is the lack of depth. 1 or 2 injuries, and this is a 2-win season.
That's true.
I agree with Savage. I think that the defensive line, if we lose Kenny Clark or Quentin Williams, the Cowboys are screwed.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Who's the backup
I
for
mean,
That's
we do
for
have
Williams
LT
and
Overton. I do like LT Overton, but I think if we lose one of them, we have LT Overton. We may be able to get by, but even then, that's kind of questionable, man.
but he played edge at Bama, and now
That
we're now and he went from 6'5", 270 to 6'2", 270, and now we're gonna slide him inside in a
I mean,
3-4
that's
or
questionable.
He
I
got
want to say
short.
this. Do you know who Austin Eckler is, Savage?
Say that again.
Austin Eckler?
Yeah, of course.
I want to say this is a story I have. Austin Eckler and I went to college together at Western Colorado. I was a freshman, he was a senior. He was listed at 5'10", right?
So I'll be
I,
5'8".
well, yeah, I'll tell you the truth. I'm 5'10", like just right on the dot, and I towered over that guy by about 2 inches. I met him multiple times. I knew him. Super nice guy. He earned everything he had to get into the NFL.
Absolutely not.
Super humble. And I know this because I was in the small town of Gunnison, Colorado. We partied and stuff. Austin Eckler was super nice. He worked his ass off. You know, he did drink every once in a while, right? But he didn't party really that much. But I saw him at the big parties we had in town. But I towered over him. They listed him at 5'10", and I was about 2 inches taller than him. So,
Yeah.
They
like,
do helmets and cleats. Helmets and cleats.
yeah, but the thing is, I love Austin Eckler. I was hoping the Cowboys would have picked him up about 2 years ago. But the thing is, the NFL does lie about height, is what I'm saying. I've even met DeMarcus Ware back in 2018, and I looked at a picture of me and him versus me and Drew Brees. I think I'm about the same height as Drew Brees, and he was listed at 6 foot. And I'm not necessarily a tall guy, by the way. I'm like an average sized guy, but
Listen, they lie in the NFL, they lie college, they lie high school, they lie Pee Wee, they lie at every level, But I just don't know how we're going to take an edge and then put 20, 30 pounds on him and expect him to play inside in the
that's a lot
NFL?
of you got to gain a lot of weight quick. That's hard to gain weight in like you're expecting like
Feed him
let's say
Whataburger.
June to. That's a lot, dude. I mean, the thing is, I've been to Whataburger. I went there. By the way, I mean, Whataburger is damn good. So,
In the wise words of Danny Savage. Thank you. But to bring you guys' point back home about evaluating quarterbacks, and I'll even add on to this signing free agents. The Cowboys suck at it because they don't do it. Savage is really good at drafting and putting good scenarios together and stuff like that. Why? Because he does it, right? 97, you're very good at talking football because you watch the game, you study, that's what you do, right? Chance is good at talking about football because that's what he does. OG is very good at building people's credit back up because that's what he does, all right? When you don't do something at a consistent basis, you're not very good at it. They haven't evaluated a quarterback in the first round since Jerry Jones's first pick.
and that's a problem.
That
by
was
the way.
30. That was 36 years ago.
Let me put it into perspective. That was almost
1989.
that was
36
almost
years
a
ago.
decade. That was almost a decade before I was born. I'm almost 30, by the way, guys. In 20.
But when they tried it, but when they tried to evaluate a quarterback in the first round, it was in 2016. And it was Paxton Lynch. Not a very good evaluation.
Oh my God, that was.
You see what I'm saying? The last free agency they signed for more than 4 years was Carr. And that was in what, 2010, 2011?
I don't even remember calling.
That was a long time ago. Like,
That was
and they haven't
14,
done it since.
14 years
We
ago.
talking about what? Derek Carr?
No,
Brandon
Carr.
Carr. Brandon
So
Carr.
Oh,
these
yeah,
guys,
cornerback. Yeah, cornerback.
so these
corner, yeah.
guys aren't good at doing these things because they don't do it. They have to start getting it done and learning and looking and even do mocks like, hey, I think this guy's good. someone else is going to draft him, and then if he does good, okay, we evaluate him right. And if he doesn't do good, where do we go wrong in our evaluation? I think the best thing that this front office needs to do is fire every fucking scout that is in that office, including Will McClay, because these guys
Will
cannot.
McClay's fucking
They
trash.
can't get interior guys that can do both, stop the run and pass rush. They can't evaluate both. They can't evaluate safeties. We'll see in Caleb Downs, but they got him as a nickel, right? So they can't evaluate safety because they don't draft him. Caleb Downs is the first safety they drafted in a really long time. Savage, who was the last safety we drafted in the first round?
Roy Williams and
Thank you. So
24 years ago. 24
they
years
got
ago.
they got to do better. They
and we
have
took
to do better.
and we took Roy Williams over Ed Reed. Let that sink in.
But the thing is, Roy Williams
gotta
was
do
damn
better.
good his first couple of years. I mean, but yeah, at the end of the
You
day,
still can't compare Roy Williams to Ed Reed.
Yeah, that's true.
They got to do better. They got to do better, and they need to fire those scouts and bring in fresh blood because what they got ain't working, and it hasn't worked since Jason Garrett left.
But did you hear what Dave Campo said in an interview a while back? He said that the general manager, instead of him listening to people in-house, he always get people who his advice from other organizations.
And but see, the thing is, I saw that interview, but I think times have changed. You got to think Dave Campo was I see what you're saying, but Dave Campo was the head coach, what, 25 years ago almost, right? I think now is the time that they should listen to outside. They should listen to outside organizations, but they need to bring in what has made the Dallas Cowboys great. What has made the Dallas Cowboys great since 1960? Running the fucking football. Every time the Cowboys have won the Super Bowl, we have had a great running back. Dwayne Thomas in 1971, Tony Dorsett in 1977, right? And then we had, of course, Emmitt Smith in the 90s. And then you
No,
have to have
no. One of the problems on the last 30 years, the Cowboys keep changing their identities. Instead of
yes.
sticking to what got them there, they live off the past instead of continue to, just like with the offensive line. You should have continued to make sure that your offensive line is in the top 5. But they
I agree.
let players get too old. Defensively, they change philosophy like people change their underwear.
Every year, you can see.
And that was the biggest problem. The offensive line, I think they started to get a hang of it, but the defense we didn't. But the biggest thing the Cowboys won with, when we won in the 70s with the Doomsday defense and the 90s, was the offense and the defensive line, right? That's where you got to build. I think at the offensive line, they did a decent job over the last 15 years, but defensive line, not so much. Let's just be honest. They haven't, they
All right,
tried, but
I'm out
they
of here.
kinda-
It's 10 o'clock. Past 10.
All right, yeah, I'm about to end
all
it in
right.
a second. I'm gonna give about 5 more minutes. I'm ending. All right, Corner. Thanks. Everybody subscribe to Cowboys Corner. Used to be Cowboys News.
Dallas Cowboy football news. Don't shorten my name.
Dallas Cowboys Football News.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you want to talk X's and O's, slide in my DMs like a hoe.
Who's from Cliff Oaks?
Oh my God.
Yeah, our streets are so tough, it hurts when you fall on them.
All right. Yeah, good night, man.
All right.
Hey,
All right, Corner.
Gams, thanks for having me on, man. Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, but okay, no, I ain't finna leave off yet, though. He gone.
You almost out of here,
All right.
champ?
Huh?
You almost out of here?
Yeah, I'm almost out of here, but I'm gonna give about 5 more minutes. So, but my thing is, I'm just like any other Cowboys fan. I want the best for this team. I just don't. I'm not putting my money nor am I putting my emotional ties to this team until the front office do what's right. Because you can blame the head coaches, you can blame the quarterbacks, you can blame everybody, and you can blame everything. The blame go all around, but it still goes to one person,
Jerry.
Jerry effing Jones, Jerry Wayne Jones, the idiot.
His
And
middle
then
name is Wayne. His middle name is Wayne.
Jerry Wayne Jones, yep,
What do you think? He's fucking John Wayne? Jesus Christ. Well,
Jerry Wayne Jones. And then Stevens right there, Cowboy. That's why the Cowboys. And the Cowboys haven't really signed a free agent that wasn't theirs in a long time
yeah,
outside
Brandon Carr
organization.
was like the
That
last high priced.
that's all on Cowboy.
Yeah, but no, I
Right.
agree.
And then, oh yeah, OG. Earlier, I know you were saying about uh talking about the draft and then just give the guy the chance.
Yeah.
Well, my only thing was that uh during the time of the draft, you knew certain players. No, you know which players is going to be good, and another player that's you got question marks. Again, my question mark is still with Malachi Lawrence. You could have got him in the later rounds.
Especially with those four stud linebackers on the board right there. I mean,
Same shit. Yeah, you could have did. You could have did this. You could have done that. I understand. I respect what you're saying, but
Yeah, yeah,
God,
he could have done that. But
damn,
but
man.
but but my only hope is can this coach do that? Can this coaching staff can coach up players? Because with the in the past, this team they don't coach up nobody. They don't. You got to already you got to already know how to play the position. So that's the only thing that I'm hoping that can change because I'm still not expecting them to do nothing this year.
I mean, let's be honest. Dallas sucks at drafting edges the last 30 years. Besides DeMarcus Ware and Greg Ellis, which was a mistake, we could have had Randy Moss. How many misses did we have? The Shante
Oh
Carvers, the Kavika Pittmans, the Anthony Spencers. I mean, the list. It took, it's like Jerry's still trying to replace Charles Haley. And they don't evaluate edges. But then again, they said Parcells wanted Sean Merriman. Actually, no, I take that back. Parcells,
no. You're right. No. He did wanted Sean Marion, but Jerry wanted DeMarcus Ware.
but check this out. But at 11, which was it was the pick, DeMarcus Ware either went 11 or 12. But Parcells wanted Spears at that pick. He wanted it backwards, and they overruled him.
Yeah,
Fuck
they did.
Fuck Parcells, man. I'm sorry. For everyone he hit on, he missed on 3. I can take the books out.
Bobby Carpenter, he missed on that.
So many busts. Bobby
Yeah,
Carpenter. I mean, oh my God, come on, man. James Martin, second. I think he was a 3rd-round pick out of Boston College. He never played it down. Doug Free was a 4th-rounder. He played for like a decade. So many busts. He took a
yeah,
kid out of Wisconsin, a center, like really early, round 2. He sucked. Took another kid out of Virginia Tech. He sucked at center. I mean, then there was even guys in the NFL that didn't even want to come to Dallas and play under Parcells.
yeah. But yeah, man. Well, this is I'll be already 2 hours. I'm about to end this.
Oh wow, I
Appreciate
can't
you.
believe we went to so long.
Yeah, but yeah, everybody. Hope you enjoy your weekend, and we'll see what happens in July or in July.
All right, be good, everybody. Good
Peace
talking
out.
to you. Bye.